Opie and Anthony.
Radio shock jocks.
Opie and Anthony.
Why does radio, out of any other medium, have to be nice? We are being now held to a standard where we have to be nice and make people feel good. Go screw!
Radio bad boys, Opie and Anthony.
Controversial radio personalities, Opie and Anthony.
Infamous DJs, Opie and Anthony.
Talk show radio hosts, Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
Radio shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony.
All right, we get it. Hey, man voice.
Ooh, you're hurting me now.
Yeah, you know I am. Grandpa, could you whip me up some ovaries?
iTunes Apple Store offers a slew of programs and games. How about the game Take Picture of Genitals, Send to Friends? Now open your cheeks up.
I want to hear
wide.
the sniffing
Open them
on the
up.
radio.
Cheeks wide.
Wait,
My teeth hurt.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Good morning.
Yes. Good morning, everybody. Everyone out there. Hi.
Hi. Fast Freddy writes, good morning, pie throwers. Now get with the yucks.
Get with the yucks. Jesus, the pressure's on.
We never had to throw pies, my friend.
Nope.
Might have been suggested here and there over the years, but we never actually had to throw pies at anyone or have pies thrown at us. Thank you very much.
Came close. But never shall we do that.
No. 877-212-0-A. I want to start by saying John McCain had another piece of his body removed.
He is just under the knife constantly.
He had a little snippage, another snippage off his face, I guess.
Yeah, where was it? His cheek or something?
And he had to go in for a little procedure. And the funny thing about this little procedure, you know, he's got the press following him basically 24 hours a day now.
Yeah.
And they're all looking at their schedules going, because McCain's going, oh, it was scheduled. It was a scheduled doctor's visit. And they're all like looking at their agendas.
Oh,
I don't see that on here. So they're trying to bury it a little bit because, you know, it makes America a little nervous that your presidential candidate is getting stuff removed from him every couple of weeks at this point.
You think after 4 years it's just going to be like his head and maybe an arm left.
Right.
As they're just hacking pieces off of him.
Yeah. Is there something in the rules that if you get too much cut off your body, you can't be president anymore?
You're not the president anymore. It's like we didn't vote for this guy. We voted for the whole thing. And now we only have half.
We voted for the 170-pound dude.
Yeah.
He's now down to 152 pounds, and he didn't go on a diet. It's just tumors and...
Not a tumor. God, that's... Man, he's just constantly getting things cut off of him.
Yeah, and then they showed the pictures of his old surgery. Yeah. That one still haunts me because they said his face is still swollen from that. Where they just sliced...
How long ago was that done?
They sliced all the way down the side of his face to get at something. Yeah. And the scar is pretty prominent. And that side of his face is still a bit swollen. And they were trying to claim that it's still swollen from the procedure or something like
that's
that.
why he walks around. He looks like he's got a cheek full of chaw.
Right.
He's constantly got that blown up cheek.
He said he had melanoma once and 4 other skin lesions or skin anomalies removed, but that was the big one, the melanoma one.
Yeah,
he
that they had to go and get.
And Larry King had him on live last night, and he kept going after him, going, you know, are you okay? Is this, how's your health? Is this all right? And
take garlic.
That'll fix everything.
How important is the suntan lotion?
Yeah. Sunscreen. How important? Comment?
Right.
Mr. McCain.
So that was a little scary to see yesterday.
Then they're saying he's kind of going up in the polls.
Yeah, a little bit.
Obama's not capitalizing on that European trip as much as they thought. The Berlin bump, they called it.
The Berlin bump.
He got a little Berlin bump in the in his polls. And now, kind of back down. McCain's jumping up a couple of points here and there. I don't know what to make of those polls, though. You know, who's changing their mind on any given day? Like one person will just be like, "Hey, this guy's great.
Right.
I'm voting for him."
Hate
yes.
him!
Put me down. I'm voting for him. Next day, I'm not too sure about him now. Put me on undecided. I'm not sure. No, hate him. Yeah. Hate him. Love him.
Yeah, that's... You're pretty much describing human nature.
Yeah.
I love this.
It goes. You get a few things on the news, maybe, or a story pops on one of the candidates, and then all of a sudden, I liked him yesterday, but now I don't like him.
Yeah.
I'm a sheep.
Yeah, exactly. 98 days till the election. Yes,
That's
I know
it.
that. More importantly, only 64 days left with XM satellite radio. So, let's say hi to Tony in Maryland. Tony.
Hey, Tony.
Hey.
What's up?
I just wanted to say, I think McCain will start looking like Dan Aykroyd in Nothing But Trouble. Vulcanizer.
And then he goes,
with his nose coming off and everything. Like
yeah,
that.
not one of Aykroyd's more popular movies.
Wait, well, I actually couldn't.
no,
I couldn't hear the line. What line did you actually say?
Yeah, Jimmy just entered the studio here.
He looked like who?
Dan Aykroyd.
I heard you.
You know,
you look like a tool.
You know what, though? It's a pretty accurate line. The problem is not many of us saw that Dan Aykroyd movie.
No.
See, because if you see the picture, we'll put it up on OandARadio.com. You do a split screen with John McCain. It's kind of accurate.
Not quite the Blues Brothers.
No.
As far as people who have seen it.
And by the way, Dan Aykroyd made way more bombs than good movies.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, he's terrible.
Even the Blues Brothers isn't the greatest movie. That thing went on way too effing long. There's some good scenes in the Blues Brothers.
I'll tell you one thing. To this day, probably one of the best chase scenes in a movie. Yeah. Holy mother of God, did they destroy some cop cars in that one. I just recently saw it again after a lot of years.
Yeah.
And Belushi's really the golden nugget in that one. Aykroyd's just kind of along for the ride. And then if you're into, blues and soul music and stuff, it's got that. But that chase at the end when it just never ends.
Is that the one where it goes through the mall?
No, do they go through a mall at one point? I just know they had to wreck at least 150 police cars.
They went through a mall, and they ended up going through the Civic Center in downtown Chicago, and right up there by the big Picasso statue. It was crazy. And they actually blew out that window.
It wasn't CGI. They were wrecking cars. They were wrecking cars, man.
Yeah. All right, let's say...
You're so funny. Orange whip, orange whip, orange whip, orange whip, orange whip.
Orange whip, orange whip.
These boys are good.
Yeah, he was great. And that had a small little part, but really funny.
Let's go to Greg on Long Island. Greg.
Hey,
Greg.
Don't worry about McCain falling apart and everything. I hear he's got the number of Michael Jackson's plastic surgeons. And,
no sound effect necessary.
Oh my
he
God.
completely took care of it himself.
How about the original reason I called? He's going to be one of those heads in the jar of Futurama. Is that better?
Yeah,
Wow.
but now it's too late, Greg.
You
Thank
fail.
See, this isn't that easy,
Oh, is
especially
that
early
funny?
on. I think, like ourselves, we need to let the listeners warm up a little bit.
He just knew. Ooh.
Can we hear? Is there any way to hear that? Because that was one of the worst delivered jokes ever.
Horrible.
He was unraveling completely.
Yeah.
Maybe he has, and internally he's going, you have no idea where to go with this. The number of...
I'm bombing. I'm bombing. I'm bombing.
I would love to hear that again.
See, it's too early.
Fantastic.
It's too early. You got to have your cup of coffee before you call this radio show.
Yeah. What are you doing? What are you, crazy?
We're just starting to wake up.
You can't pull the weight here this early in the morning with thinking you're going to get on with jokes.
No.
You could probably call with a story, maybe something that happened to you, something we can elaborate on. But as far as calling with jokes, slow down, guys.
That's right.
Slow down.
All right, here it is once again. Once again.
Don't worry about McCain falling apart and everything. I hear he's got the number of Michael Jackson's plastic surgeons. And,
Best call caller bombing ever. Oh, did he just suck from beginning to end? He just knew he sucked. It was like another voice came from somewhere to tell him he sucked.
Doesn't he say boo or something in there, too?
He's like, ooh.
Oh, right after the ooh was it? Okay.
The number, Michael Jackson.
There was a humming in there.
Best bomb from a caller.
That's the reaction you have when you're stealing out of your grandmother's purse and you look up and you catch yourself in the mirror.
What am I doing? Wow. Oh, that guy's great.
All right, listen, guys, we got a great story coming out of Alabama.
Alabama mayor.
You're not going to believe who's running for mayor in Alabama. This is unbelievable.
Let me think.
This is just outrageous.
Yeah.
A goat with a mullet?
Well, you're pretty close, Jimmy. You're pretty close. Listen to what's going on in Alabama.
And in Alabama, politics get a little hairy when a dog runs for mayor. Now, this all began when a mayoral candidate put a campaign sign on the lawn of the dog's owner. She said she got annoyed when people started giving her a hard time about who she was voting for. So she decided to have her pooch, Willie Bean, enter the race. The only problem? Willie Bean missed the qualifying deadline.
Oh.
So this is a non-story.
Yeah. Excuse me. His Honor is crapping on the rug.
Right.
So something we could do about His Honor licking himself and sniffing everybody that comes in inappropriately. His Honor's very inappropriate.
His Honor is very easily swayed with some peanut butter in the right place.
His Honor in a scandal involving peanut butter and his owner.
Don't forget the oven mitts. Keep it fair. Keep it fair.
Yeah, His Honor has to confess doing German pornography.
Mayor Goldie Retriever Wilson.
Oh, my God. A little back to the
come on.
Dog joke. I'm there. What, isn't that funny, guys? Like a dog actually running for mayor.
Oh, silly. With that big.
A little silly news.
Come on.
Little silly news for everybody today.
You never know what you're going to get. Take a real hodgepodge.
Whoa,
dog can't be mayor.
Of course not.
Imagine the dog, mayor, His Honor, the mayor dog, and another dog stuck together having to be hosed down in the yard.
Yeah.
Because they're all linked up like they sometimes do when things get swollen. I used to laugh as a kid when that would happen. Why are they walking hiney to hiney, Mommy?
Hiney
You
to
ever see that?
hiney?
Yeah, sometimes when dogs are, going through their making other puppies act. You've seen that. And, well, you know how the male's position is. Mm-hmm. Of course, it's got a name that humans tend to use sometimes.
Sure.
But if the dog jumps off, sometimes things swell up, and the male dog cannot get away from the female dog. They are, in essence, like two train cars. And when he jumps off and tries to get away, they're now back to back, but stuck together.
I just learned this for the first time. I'm looking at a picture. I never saw this in my
there
life.
it is.
I never saw this in my life.
Dude, it's a scream. It's a howl to watch.
And then what happens?
You kick them.
No, how do they like separate at that point?
We would always squirt them with a hose, and they would run away, and of course it would probably be very painful to the male dog.
And pig-sockish.
And yeah, it could be a little.
Well, I would always just talk about cats, and I knew that he would lose the mood.
Yeah, I'm not in the mood now. Chase a bumper.
Wow. Okay, I never saw that. We'll throw that up.
Wow, I'm surprised you never saw that.
Will the lawyers allow that picture up on onaradio.com?
I think so.
Boy, thanks, lawyers. Thank you.
You can tell the male, he's the one with the frown.
Yeah, they just kind of look, this is embarrassing. Yeah, look at him. So embarrassed.
All right.
And you know it's painful because it's just all, like, twisted the way it shouldn't be.
That'd be awful.
Not fun. Not fun at all. You
ever a victim of the bounce, 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 bend?
Yes.
The bounce, bounce, bend. Ow.
It's a new dance craze. The bounce, bend.
And you know it's on its way. You know that's going to happen. But you're like, and you just feel it.
That's where you have to raise your level a little bit so the
yeah.
have as much room.
You got
exactly.
You got to do some calculating.
Right.
Take a math class.
It's like, apparently you're bouncing according to your ex. You need to bounce according to me. See,
Yeah, you're bouncing a little high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently you were dating Paul Pierce from the Celtics before this, but now that you're with the Irish comedian, want to lower the bounce ratio? Stupid.
Oh, Jesus. Need to readjust. Now we're finding lots of pictures of the dogs back
together
back.
dogs. Yeah.
Sure. I never knew about that.
When I was a kid.
I love learning stuff on this show. Hey, we got this quickie, and then we're going to go to break, but listen to this.
All right, rats are a common sight in New York City, but usually not in a store's display window. Oh. Yeah, but that's exactly what cameras caught in the front window of a Duane Reade drugstore at 94th Street and Broadway on the Upper West Side. Here's a little guy snacking on something. Now, when the rodent was brought to the attention of the store manager, he apparently called an exterminator right away.
So?
Is there a video of a rat in a window store?
Yes, in a window of a Duane Reade.
But especially in New York, pretty much in every big city, there's rats in almost every building.
Yeah.
Almost every building.
It's where they live.
Most
in
of them,
cities.
Most of them aren't working on the displays in the store.
That's true, though.
They wait till nighttime. This is a ballsy rat.
As long as we don't see them, we're okay with it. That's all. But every store you go into, for the most part, has rats in the walls.
Excuse me, son.
Or in the basement.
What's your name again? Josh. I just want to comment that Josh never uttered a peep after he went into the bathroom.
Yeah, Josh. Grab a mic for a second.
Grab a mic because...
Why did you go into that bathroom about 15 minutes ago?
15 minutes ago? You went in the bathroom?
You had to use the restroom?
Kenny wanted to see if I could get the toilet to flush.
Oh,
Kenny threw you in there.
Threw you to the dogs. Wow, because we thought you were going in there to use it, and apparently Opie had used the bathroom prior, maybe 3 times.
3 times.
3 times.
In
and
1
then
hour.
The flush wouldn't work.
Yeah.
So,
did you take care of the problem?
I couldn't get it to flush.
So it's still a mess in there?
Yeah.
What did you think when you first gazed upon it?
I mean, it wasn't as bad as I thought it could have been.
Well, okay. Yeah, it could be on the walls. Yes, on the ceiling.
It wasn't bad.
Yeah, it could be worse if you throw an M80 in the middle of it and wait.
You ever go into some of these public bathrooms and you see it on the wall? You're like, what?
How did that happen?
What is that about?
Yeah.
Who got mad?
Mad.
Who got mad and why? Why on the walls?
I always assume it's an emergency where somebody's trying to, position their trousers properly.
Yeah.
And they go off like a lawn sprinkler. It could happen. Ugh.
Unbelievable.
Horrid. Well, he didn't take care of the problem.
All right, we're just getting started. So what have we learned so far? McCain lost another piece of his body. A small piece, but another piece. We learned that there's a dog running for mayor in Alabama.
Oh.
And a big surprise is a rat in New York City. So.
And dogs tend to get stuck together back to back.
Oh, yeah. That's I learned that. Sure. 877-212-ONA. We're going to learn more stuff in just a bit.
Opie and Anthony. Bitter, angry motherfuckers. Fuck! Opie and Anthony.
Jimmy's a realist, you're a racist.
Fuck!
And I'm clueless.
Let's get Sam in here. Good morning. It's the Opie and Anthony Show. Let's not forget, today is $10 ticket day for the big comedy show this Saturday.
How about $10 ticket Tuesday?
All right, fine. $10 ticket Tuesday. $10 for a ticket to our comedy show this Saturday at the PNC Bank Arts Center in Homedale, New Jersey. All the comedians you know and love from this show. Also giving away a car.
Mustang.
A Mustang GT from
fine folks at allamericanford.net.
Yes. Some people will go there. Another chance to win a key that might start that car coming up in just a bit here. But don't forget, if you don't have your tickets yet, you can get them for $10 today. Go to livenation.com and they'll have more details. Because our show's not the only show they're giving away $10 tickets to.
Oh?
There's a list of other shows that you can get a ticket for $10. Is it hot in here? Yeah.
Is it?
Get some AC going. Got Sam in studio. It's time to play What's the Haps?
What's the haps?
Yeah.
Wow. I'm trying to think of what was going on. That might have been a hap that Sam would have to see what was going on with said hap.
Well, it's an ongoing hap.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's something we...
You've revisited this?
No, sometimes I just like to get out there and measure the pulse of America. You know?
Yeah, do you?
All right.
Well, basically, this goes back to, we're talking about Barack and John McCain, and we've said many, many times, if you ask the...
Fight.
Whoa!
What?
If you ask the average voter why they're voting for a certain candidate, they can't give you a real reason. They'll come up with stuff like because he's black.
Yeah.
Because he's an old white guy, and I'm comfortable with old white guy in the office.
I just got to say.
They don't know any policies.
I got to quote Fred from Brooklyn here. It says, Sam looks like Gina, Scarface's sister. With that hair.
He told me that
Classic.
on Friday. I was repeating that all weekend.
Very funny.
Yeah, it's getting out of control, the
Gina.
hair.
I know.
You want me, Tony?
Where are we at with the hair?
What do you mean?
Where are we at? When are you going to cut it?
It's still my trophy. I mean, I won
trophy, all right.
Afro Awards. I destroyed Eastside Dave at this competition, and I'm wearing it to just display victory every day.
You look like the lead drawing in Boondocks. Okay. Definitely. You really do. Like your hair's taking on that whole look. It's great.
It's cool.
It's cool, all right.
Yeah. For the newbies, we had a little Afro War thing where these guys grew out their hair, and Sam is last man standing, but not really because Danny's still growing his hair.
Right.
And both of you guys refused to freaking cut your hair.
It ain't gonna, no.
And I remember you coming to me going, look, when is this contest going to be over? Because I really want to cut my hair. That was 4 or 5 months ago, and now you're just loving the fact that you got ridiculous hair.
It's
and look at Danny. Danny has a hat on usually.
Danny, what's up? What's going on? I'm digging it. You know what the best thing is to get in the elevator with a young Sam, and you know how it's very close quarters in there. Sometimes young Sam is right in front of you, and you could get a look real close at his hair and see each individual little curly cue. And it doesn't look Caucasian.
No, not specific.
And your hair in the sink, do you ever see your hair in the sink? Does it not look Caucasian?
Well, I don't think of hair as Caucasian.
Well, would it be mistaken for an African-American hair?
I would think so. It's very curly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a very tight curl.
Yes.
Not a loose,
it's not like a wavy
bouncy curl.
I think he's preparing for the first black president. I really
Is that
do.
what you're doing?
Yeah.
You want to
Sam is one of these guys.
Fit in, and
if he goes with a tight haircut, he looks white.
Yep.
If he grows it like this, he looks like a brother.
So, let's say Barack Obama gets elected.
Yeah.
You will be out in the street going, yeah, we did it. Like, yeah, brother. You'll be high-fiving all your brethren.
And maybe if McCain wins, I'll just shave my head. And then
no one will know. See?
Cut some skin off yourself, and we'll all go outside, celebrate. All right.
Well, we played What's the Haps?
It's the Haps.
With the election. So you hit the streets of New York, and you talked to Joe Citizen.
Yeah,
I like to say Joe Citizen.
That's good. Gives you that image that it's just a regular guy.
A regular Joe.
Right.
That's what it was. I went down to Rockefeller Center.
John Q. Public, I like saying sometimes. John Q. Public.
Yeah.
Anytown, USA.
I wanted to get a nice smattering of America.
Yes.
So I went down to Rockefeller Center, where there'd be people from all across this great country of ours. All with their own unique and varied opinions on this election that we have coming up.
This great country of ours is a mixture of all ethnic backgrounds and races. It's what makes this country wonderful.
Yeah.
Hold on, I couldn't say that.
Oh, God.
What's wrong with you? Like
almost choked on my words.
You've been coughing nonstop since you've been sick. What's up with the cough?
Stop you spilling it.
What's up with the cough? You taking care of that cough? Or
after you get sick, you normally get some type of cough like this.
Yeah.
It's a very dry cough. It's not like a phlegmy thing going on. But I'm trying to, get myself off of the Robitussin. I've been, robo-rolling. What do they call it?
Robo-tripping.
I'm robo-tripping. I'm Rick-rolling when I robo-trip. And I just want to get off this. I got to get off the junk.
Well, that explains why you've been cutting everybody off this morning. You're robo-tripping.
I'm robo-tripping.
No one can get a word in.
Yeah. This stuff is like speed.
Take that crap away from him. Now it makes perfect sense.
What am I?
Yes.
How about Buckley's?
I was just full of energy. Yeah? What?
You just cut off Jimmy.
No, Buckley's is the best cough medicine. It's from Canada. You should get Buckley's.
Okay, all right. Let me take a breath. Hold on. I'll just slow my pace down a little. I was a little too energetic. I'm doing it on purpose now.
When we started the show today, I'm like, wow, Ant's a little hyped up. It's just a little thing. I'm thinking no one's going to really notice out there, but now it makes perfect sense with the robo-tripping.
Got to get off the junk, son.
Yeah. All right, let's go to What's the Haps with the election with Sam. Young Sam. Rockefeller Center?
Yes.
Okay, we meet Lisa?
Yes, Lisa.
All right, let's see why she's who she's voting for and why.
Yeah, let's do it. So we're out here with Lisa. Lisa, what's the haps?
Not much, just hanging out.
Have you guys thought about who you're going to vote for in the upcoming election?
Yes.
Who's that?
Obama.
How come?
I just like his ideas on the economy and the war and everything.
Which ideas do you like best?
I don't know. I'm really bad at stuff like this.
Oh, no, that's okay. What's one idea that you like? You don't have to say, which one you like best.
I don't know.
So there you go.
Bad at stuff like this. What, talking?
Yeah.
That's the question, bitch.
Yeah. She's voting for Obama because of what? Because of the economy and the war and stuff.
Well, she's bad at actually talking about why she's doing things.
Oh, okay.
She's good at just saying, I'm doing this, and then when you say why, I guess that's what she's bad at.
Trips her up, yeah.
What percentage of Americans vote for a candidate because they truly know what they're going to accomplish in office or attempt to accomplish in office? Would you think? Seriously.
Percentage-wise?
Less than
of
1%?
The voting public? Probably, 1%.
And then the rest of the people are
informed.
voting because, well, he's black, he's young, he's got
Good
that
speaker.
charisma, he's an old white guy, he seems more experienced, he knows what to do with the troops in Iraq. It's all this just very, very vague, not detailed crap.
Or they just go down party lines.
Or exactly,
People
right.
don't know what the candidate means or stands for, but they just know I'm voting Democrat or I'm voting Republican.
Right. More from Lisa.
Do you just like the ideas, conceptually?
Yes.
What theory of his do you like?
I don't know. I'm really bad at stuff like this.
All right, well, you don't know. What about, what opinion that he has on something do you like?
I just like that he wants to get out of the war and to do it in
Is he in the war?
in the way that he wants to do it.
Do you think it's good that he's black, too?
I don't think that has a lot to do with it.
Well, is it good or bad, or?
It's good.
Nice. Okay, so cool. So Obama in 08.
Obama.
Thanks a lot.
So there you go. She is voting for Obama and gave no real good reason.
Well, it's because he's black and she didn't want to say it.
You think that was the fact?
Yeah, because she goes, yeah, it doesn't really matter. And then I was like, but is it good or bad? And she was like, good.
I was like, white or black? She white or black?
She was a white girl.
A black girl, a white girl would never say it was bad.
Right.
Like a white girl, if you say it was good or bad, even if she thought it was bad, she wouldn't say it was bad.
Yeah.
It's like she can't understand, honestly.
All right, there's Lisa. Let's move on. Some bitch named Summer. You wrote this down as the track?
Yeah.
Some bitch named Summer makes fun of the way I say exactly.
I didn't like. She had a smart mouth.
Okay.
We're out here with Summer. Summer, what's the haps?
What's the haps? Is that like the new lingo for 2008?
Yeah, it's kind of what people are saying in 08. It means what's happening.
Yeah, like it's texting, like LOL.
Exactly.
Exactly. What's happening? It's a humid day.
Well.
I don't know.
Well, great. Do you know who you're voting for in the election in November?
I certainly do. Mr. Obama.
How come? What's making you pick Obama?
Because I think, I hate to say the cliche, but we need a change in the administration, and I think that, fortunately, people are waking up and finally determining what, should be our future.
The word change is such a joke. Yep. We got a machine in place. Yeah, there will be some changes, not drastic changes. A lot of these people are voting for Obama thinking everything's going to change. No, you're going to have some slight changes. Some of them are going to make you happy, and some are going to piss you off.
Yeah, I think this is pretty much going to be just like any Democrat getting into office.
That's what it comes down to.
That's what it does come down to. It's going to be like any Democrat getting in, and if there's a Democratic Congress, then there'll be more problems. But it's not going to be a big change because he's a black guy. I don't think. Now, I could be wrong. That's what me and my people are banking on.
Jesus.
Teasing, stop it. I always play the white supremacist, you know me. It's a character, like Mr. Imus does.
No one's
wait a minute. That doesn't work anymore.
No one's buying that. It's a character. I'm sorry.
It's a character. I just play it all the time.
I know you need to say that, and it's brilliant that you do say it, but let's get more of Summer on the radio here.
What kind of change do you think Obama's going to bring?
Hopefully we'll be out of a recession. Hopefully people will be able to afford their groceries, their rent, or mortgages, be able to afford health insurance.
How do you think Obama's going to do it?
I don't know. I'm not Obama. Got to ask him.
But we're just hoping that he can do it?
I hope so.
Do you think John McCain can do that stuff?
I'm sure he can. I mean, he's been a great American, great veteran, but we don't need more of the same.
Okay, well, thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
More of the same.
See?
So the only difference, really, is that he's black.
We should just...
and the party.
What?
And the party.
And the party? There's no difference between that and, let's say, Clinton. It's not like it's been so long since we've had a Democrat in there. There's this big change.
She just thinks Obama's going to give her money. She thought she was going to be able to buy more groceries, but she had no reason why she'd be able to buy the groceries.
That's the economy. That's a president could do a few things to maybe help the economy, but in general, the economy is the economy. It's much bigger than the president.
It's more perception than reality, too.
Sure.
I think. You know, if the president says something, it'll affect the market more so than him doing something.
Right. It could help a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, let's meet Bob.
And by the way, the problem isn't groceries. I was in a Starbucks yesterday, and there was a woman who was really fat, and I watched what she ordered, and she ordered one of the tasty, like, pumpkin muffins and a large lemonade. And they're like, what size? And she's like, the biggest one you got. And I just wanted to look at her and go, oink.
Yeah, you're a pig.
I don't care if you're a pig and you eat alone in a room, but that's the type of slob that will yell at somebody because the airline seats aren't built to hold water buffalo.
It's a disease.
Yes, I can't help myself.
I usually say with a mouthful of food. It's a disease. I have a disease.
I don't know how to say salad.
Right. Right.
I wanted to assault her physically.
Dude, I went into Starbucks Sunday. I wanted a little like breakfast, and I looked. It has the calorie count on all the stuff, and I'm like, I wanted to eat the tasty treats.
Who doesn't?
I wanted to eat the tasty treats, but when they're saying 400, 500, 600 calories, I'm like,
You got to just not have it.
It's not fun. It's not fun to not have the tasty treat.
Right.
It's like my new self-help book, Telling Yourself No.
Oh, Jimmy.
Let's say hi to Lisa listening on BCN in Boston. Lisa, what's up?
Hey, what's going on?
What's the haps?
Well, I was just thinking, you guys are saying that a bunch of people don't know, and it's true that a bunch of people don't know anything about any of the candidates. They just kind of vote.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys do reach a lot of people, and I don't know if you've thought about doing a small segment of just kind of outlining a couple of the candidates' different versions.
That's exactly what would happen if we sat there and went, well, this is what okay. For the next half hour, we're going to tell you what Obama's all about.
Just do 5 minutes, and you guys creative about it, and I'm sure that you guys...
By the end of that break, we would have officially 12 people still listening to the show.
All right, so we lose 5 people.
But 12 people would be informed voters.
Maybe there's something we can do with that where it will be funny. I mean, if we're just set out to be informative, then we're tools.
Right. I think over the course of time, we've kind of done that, haven't we? We've kind of spouted off on what each candidate is all about.
Well,
what we don't like about them.
Between dick jokes, we give you a little here, a little there. You know, you add it up.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know. It's just an idea.
It's not a bad idea, but I don't know.
You mean well.
Yeah, we'd rather get bitches naked. Al in New York, what's going on?
Hey, well, I think Anthony's real informative. He's told us Obama's black about 25 times. Thanks, Anthony.
See? And McCain's white. Yeah. There, another little tidbit.
Yeah.
Now vote accordingly.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to Malik in Asbury Park, one of our brothers that listens to the program. What's up, Malik?
Yo, O&A, what up, what up?
By the way, seeing a picture of you wrecked it, because I wanted to think that you were Omar from The Wire.
All gangster?
Yeah, you're not that gangster looking.
You got to gangster yourself up.
Yeah.
Yo, look, it ain't in the look, baby. It's in the actions. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's in the look.
Hey, yo, look, man. Listen. Sam's little thing. What's the haps? Yo, I love white guilt, man. people that don't even know why they voting for Obama, but just because they black, and they don't want to say it. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. I ain't even voting for Obama.
Well, if you like white guilt, then you love Jimmy Norton because he's full of it.
I'm full of it. Malik was talking. Don't interrupt him. Go ahead, Malik. That's white guilty white person. That's how they. Who are you voting for?
I ain't voting.
Oh, okay.
Holla on that. I won't be voting for the. How many elections have I been around for? I've never voted for the president. Have you?
The president.
Yeah. Be honest.
Yeah, I have.
I have too.
You've voted for the president.
Yeah, I voted for
You actually
George
got out
W.
of your house and went to the local church or school and voted.
I went to the school and voted for George W.
I don't know if you did.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know if you did.
I did. There's a way to check.
You barely leave your house for groceries. I can't imagine you would actually leave to vote for the president.
That's kind of important. I don't know.
I voted for H. Ross Perot.
Oh, there you go. There's a vote for George W.
No, that was a vote for Clinton. I think he tapped into Republican votes, man. He heard Senior. That's how Clinton got elected. It wasn't that he won. It was that Ross Perot sucked up.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was thinking Nader.
Yeah.
Oh.
19 million votes.
17% or something?
Yeah. Huge.
Wait, you voted for Ross Perot. He had the lunatic as the vice president.
Oh, Dick Stockdale, right?
Yeah.
But he wasn't a lunatic.
Yes, he was. We go down this road all the time.
He was just not really good. He would fall apart occasionally.
Occasionally.
But,
his opening line was, "Who am I? Why am I here?
Why am I here?
Right.
I don't even know what I'm doing here."
That was really a slap to the face for the current status quo. That's what Perot votes were. They were a slap to the face of for Republicans and Democrats.
Well, now they see Obama as the big change.
Right.
And the slap in the face, but it's business as usual.
With a white glove on.
Right.
All right, let's meet Bob as we continue with What's the Haps?
All right, so we're outside with Bob. Bob, what's the haps?
Just out visiting NBC studio.
Where are you from?
Springfield, Ohio.
Have you decided who you're going to vote for in the upcoming election in November?
John McCain.
How come?
I don't know. I believe he's the right choice.
Royale with cheese. What the hell's wrong with this guy?
He's voting for McCain. I don't know because I feel like he's the right choice.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. He just feels it.
What's guiding your decision?
Tough questions. I don't know.
You don't need a reason, right?
Yeah, that's who I feel I'm going to choose.
Sometimes you just got to go with your gut.
Yeah.
Do you think there's anything Barack has that McCain doesn't, or no?
Melanin.
I couldn't even get to the mic.
No, but I think he's a veteran, and I support the vets, and I think he's be my choice.
All right, well, thanks a lot.
Thanks.
There's no real surprises here. This is how the average American thinks. They don't have a real reason why they vote for somebody.
This is what the haps is.
Yeah.
Just very broad strokes on why they like a certain candidate.
If somebody did know, nobody would want to listen to them anyway. Why are you voting for Obama? Well, he has a really good policy about shut up, you're boring. Nobody wants to hear it.
Wouldn't have made the cut.
Wouldn't have made the cut if there's one person that was actually informed.
Yeah.
Cutting room floor.
Yeah.
I do have to say, Sam, when you say, what's the haps, and you leave them hanging there to try to figure out what that means, it's really
my
good.
favorite part.
I would barely explain what that means. Just keep going, what's the haps?
Yeah.
We meet Aaron, the last one for today.
All right, so we're out here with Aaron. Aaron, what's the haps?
Not much. Wait in line.
See? They get so thrown because they don't know what it means.
It's the haps?
And they don't want to, sound stupid.
Yeah.
Oh, if it's a new hip word, you don't want to sound like you don't know what it means.
Yeah.
Not much. Waiting in line.
Do you know who you're voting for in the upcoming election?
I do.
Who's that?
One of the guys.
You don't like to talk about it?
I'll talk about it.
Who do you want to vote for?
I think I'm going to vote for Barack Obama.
How come?
I believe in him.
Well, we all believe in him. He does exist. I'm willing to give him that much. He is real.
Yes.
He exists. He has 3 dimensions.
It's not Barack Zeus, you idiot.
I believe in him.
It's safe to say that both candidates you can believe in.
Yeah.
They're pretty qualified.
I believe.
This guy is like, if all of a sudden Eddie Vedder was running for the presidency, it's like, well, I believe in him. Well, how could you possibly believe in Eddie Vedder for the presidency? Explain. But it's Obama and McCain, of course.
What a douche.
It's safe. It's right. Safe to say that they at least went through the proper schooling to get to this point in their careers.
I believe
they are politicians.
Right. Here's more of Aaron.
What makes you believe in him? What's that it factor that he has?
It factor. I think I align myself with his values.
What values are those?
I think that he's able to take the country in a different direction.
What gives you that impression?
Gives me that impression. I would say definitely his charisma does have a factor. I'm not going to say that it's not that. I would say I agree with his. I just.
Okay.
Wow. See, you are a good reporter.
Yeah.
I love this exercise. I love it. No surprises here, obviously, but it's fun to listen to.
Sam kept pressing him.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't given a real answer.
Yeah.
Until he could go back to the question to say, that X factor, charisma.
That's what it boiled down to.
Yeah.
A lot of people have charisma. Doesn't make him a good president.
Who has charisma?
Charisma?
Yeah, you say a lot of people have charisma. Name
All right.
one.
I'll say Brad Pitt has charisma. I think he's charismatic.
And great abs.
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise is
charisma?
a jerk.
He is.
But some people do find him charismatic.
Yeah.
John Cena has charisma.
Vince McMahon.
A lot of charisma.
Very charismatic. George Clooney.
Yep.
No, I'm just reading.
All celebrities.
That Big Arnold from Green Acres. That's funny. Huge unit. Very funny.
All right, let's get more of Aaron. One more clip.
What would you say his top 5 policies are?
Top 5.
Oh, this guy's.
I don't know. Give me a place to start.
Well, any of them, from policies from the bottom to the top. What are the top 5?
Top 5. He's got. He wants to withdraw the troops. All right.
Are you just gonna go? That's 1 through 5.
Yeah, because there are 5 troops at least.
Do you think the fact that he's black has any impact on your vote?
I would say it has a bit.
How come?
I mean, obviously, initially it was something different, I guess.
Yeah. Do you think there's any such thing as a wasted vote, or do you think that all votes are important?
I think votes are important.
I do too. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, no problem.
I do too.
I agreed with him, Sam. It's nice of you.
All right, very good. What's the haps with Sam?
That guy really, he was confused.
He's going to vote, though.
He's going to vote.
Yeah.
He didn't really have a way of conveying what he felt.
We didn't feel anything. He just did what the TV told him to and didn't know why.
We all do what the TV tells us.
What does that tube tell me?
Right.
That's why people get so flustered when you ask them questions.
So the TV didn't tell him
not
that.
there to answer for him.
God, that is so true.
Can you do a what's the haps? Basically, the question is, what did the TV tell you what to do? That would be hilarious. What has the TV told you to do?
I bet people would actually have answers for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That has potential. Write that down. All right, let's go to break. Very good, Sam. Are we going to text soon?
No.
No, not yet?
Not yet, sir.
All right, we're giving away a car, and, you got to text.
Of course.
That's all I'm saying. Ooh. And we're going to do it soon. But first, it's the FU line.
Thanks for calling the Opie and Anthony FU line. Here's the latest batch of FUs.
You have 6 new voice messages. First voice message.
Yeah, I'd like to leave a you for anybody out driving around in convertibles with your music as loud as it could possibly go and dancing. You're not as cool as you think you are. You knock it off.
Next message.
I want to give a big old you to my coworkers. Remember, you bitches, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be working.
Next message.
Yeah, this is a you to all the guys I work with in Denver for being too much of a bunch of pussies to stand up to the boss. You.
Next message.
I just want to send a big FU out to that chick that wowed me last month. I rear-ended a car while looking at those big, luscious cans, and now the lady's trying to sue me because she just said she had whiplash. F you two big, luscious cans, but keep them coming. Thank you.
Next message.
Yeah, I'd like to give a big you to the putting the cones out on the Cross Westchester Expressway. Way to show that it goes down a one-lane. I almost got creamed by a trailer. You.
Next message.
I just want to say F you to my penis. If you don't get your act together, then no one's ever going to love you. You.
End of new messages.
Call the Opie and Anthony FU line. 866-FU line 1. That's 866-FU line 1.
Thank you and goodbye.
Hi, Lewis Black here. You can see me July 19th, Mohegan Sun Arena, Uncasville, Connecticut. July 20th, Palace Theater, Albany, New York. July 24th, the Majestic Theater, San Antonio, Texas. July 25th, Austin Music Hall, Austin, Texas. July 26th, the Hobby Center for the Performing Arts in Houston, Texas. July 27th, Bass Hall, Fort Worth, Texas. July 31st, Landmark Theater, Richmond, Virginia. For other dates and tickets, go to lewisblack.com.
Call the Opie and Anthony Show. 866-WOW-1-WOW.
Hey, good morning to everybody. You're checking out the Opie and Anthony Show. What's up, Norfolk, Virginia?
Norfolk.
I like to say Norfolk.
Norfolk.
Because that's how the locals say it. I want to be local. That's how they really say it. Norfolk.
No, I don't think so.
Lost a couple markets, gained another one. This business stinks. 877-212-0NA. It's $10 Ticket Tuesday. Let's not forget about that. We got a comedy show happening at the PNC Bank Arts Center this Saturday. Got a chance to win a car at the PNC Bank Arts Center. Go to allamericanford.net. Texters, get ready. Sometime this hour, you got a chance to win one of those keys that will start the car.
Nice Mustang.
But the headline today, if you don't have a ticket for the show, it's going to cost you $10 today. Today only, right, Jimmy?
10 buckaroos, Ope.
10 lousy bucks.
10 clams. You got 10 smackaroos?
10 bananas.
Really?
It's funny to use the fruit as money.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
And the PNC, they're, I'm hearing rumors they're not opening the parking lot till 5. And the tailgating is a big part of these comedy shows every year.
Yep.
I went to one of these K-Rock shows, and they're finding other places to tailgate.
What do you mean?
Like one of the exit ramps. There's a nice little field to the right, and there were hundreds of cars. I'm serious.
Right off the highway?
Oh, yeah. They're parking halfway in the woods and everything. They're not stopping their tailgating because the PNC decided to keep the parking lots closed until later on in the afternoon.
Now, that used to be...
They're finding their spots is all I'm saying.
That used to be called something else.
What?
Because it was predominantly Hispanic families that would pull over on the side of the parkways and expressways and just open up tables, chairs, blankets, and have a picnic.
Yeah. Really?
Right there. Although they did call it a nick. It wasn't a picnic. It was a nick. Yeah. Mm-hmm. No?
I love it.
Of course you get it.
And you're going to keep claiming this is a character you play.
No. It's a character.
Just don't worry about it. Go early, and you'll see where people are parking. They're finding all sorts of spots where they can do their tailgating.
Yeah.
So, let's say hi to Nick in Ohio or Oklahoma. It looks like Oklahoma. Sure, Nick. What do you got today?
Hey, what's going on, One?
Hey,
dude. I'm telling you guys, I'm a big fan of you guys. Except for Norton, you get Norton off the show.
Oh,
no.
boy. All right.
Oh boy, what
Norton?
did Jimmy do?
Oh, no. Are you going to give me the business?
Jimmy, I'm just messing, man. Dude, we just got a new comedy club opened up here in Oklahoma City, and, dude, we're killing for some hacks. We have nothing here.
No one cares. Why did you call the show, Nick?
Oh, I called just after Jimmy went on his whole little rant about Obama and his crap yesterday. It just made me sick.
Why? I'm not knocking McCain.
you know, I mean, what's wrong? I mean, I know he can't lift his arms above his head, but he's a man for the job.
I actually like John McCain. I think he's a good man. I don't think he's. The fact that he kind of wants the war to continue is more the main reason I don't want him in, and I think he's a little too old school. He's 71, and yeah, look, old people. I'm kind of tired of old people running things. That's the problem I have. I'm being a bit ageist.
And here's straight from me. I mean, not being racist or anything, but what's the chances of Obama, getting shot once he's elected? It's a scary thing.
Oh, that's
well, the security risk for any president. I mean, Obama has more Secret Service than anybody, and maybe people would want it more because he's black. Look, any president has security. What do you think? Bush can just walk through them all? I mean, they all have it. It's all. You're not protecting against the entire country. You're protecting against one or two lunatics with rifles who would actually do it. So, yeah, he's got more security, but how much more?
How old's McCain?
71, I think.
Wow, 71. At 71, my dad was starting to lose it a little bit. I don't even think you could work at Duane Reade if you're 71.
It's just by the end of the term, he'll be 75. And I don't want a guy making decisions on the future who's 75. And it's not that he's not qualified or he's a bum. He's just a little too old, and he's a little too conservative for what I want right now.
Well, Kennedy came down to the South. And I mean, look what happened to him. So, I mean, look at Obama going back to Texas or Mississippi or Alabama.
What happened to Kennedy? You mean Ted Kennedy?
Hey, yeah, the cancer, it's a horrible thing.
Yeah, but where was Robert Kennedy assassinated? It was California, right?
Yep.
All right, so, I mean, it can happen anywhere.
Touche, poke, right?
All right, Nick.
I totally.
All right, but you can't not. All right, Nick.
All right,
you can't not vote for a guy because people would want to assess. That's stupid. I mean, like, if you hate him, don't vote for him. But
we got to find out who the vice presidents are going to be. That's going to be decided soon, right?
It better be.
I mean, we're 98 days out. We got to see who they're picking as their running mates. I think that's going to be pretty.
That is going to be
pretty
huge.
Significant, right?
I think the vice presidential picks for this election are more important than any previous election I can remember.
Yeah,
because they were pretty much just whatever. I mean, look at the original George Bush there. He won with that moron.
Quayle, yeah.
Quayle. And,
but no one knew he was a moron.
Did they? No. They didn't know?
No clue until after he was...
he had some of the best quotes ever to be made by a public official. Yeah. Just a dunce.
Yeah. By the way, Randy in Nashua, New Hampshire writes, the comedy club in Oklahoma City is called Oklahoma City Bombs.
How?
Yeah, it's Terry's place. I actually...
wow, that's...
I actually do want to work Oklahoma. It's one place I want to go to. I've gotten so many emails.
Okay. Get it?
No.
Oklahoma. Oh,
an abbreviation. I actually do want to go out there because it's. I've gotten so many emails from them over the last 4 years.
Really?
Yeah, believe it or not, forgive me, it's a hotbed of Opie and Anthony activity.
Oh, nice. Middle America.
Hey, we'll leave our sweatshirts with yesterday when we were leaving XM.
I took mine with me because I couldn't be I couldn't trust anyone.
There was Travis, and who else was out there? Who did I give mine?
Maybe Derek.
Master Poe?
I don't know why. You don't have it?
Somebody asked Master Poe if he brought it up to... I asked somebody to bring it over here. I'm freezing. It's 8 degrees in here.
Oh, we were warm.
Yeah.
We turned the air conditioning
up. Turn the heat back up.
No, you don't turn the heat up. I don't want anybody
Jimmy's
else to
cold.
No. It's not about me.
I'm a bit cold, too.
Apparently it is.
I went from hot to cold, so...
You never stop being hot.
Jimmy just can't help himself at times.
Bill from Waterford is suggesting Jimmy's going through menopause. Wow.
No, it got freezing in here.
You're getting flashes.
I really am. I'm feeling fat and not loved.
Flashes.
Well, can someone call Poe? Thank you.
Hey, I got very good news for everybody.
Ooh.
I found out yesterday, and Anthony found out today, that there's going to be another Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants movie!
Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants 2, people. Get your tickets now on Fandango. There are so many unanswered questions in the first one.
Why do we need another Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants movie?
The old pants wore out. Come on.
I have not seen the first one. When the trailers were out for the first one, it was one of those movies I went, I will never, ever see this.
Yeah.
You know those certain movies where you see the trailer and go, this is a movie I will never see accidentally?
Yeah.
It won't be something I turn on at night because nothing else is on. and that was one of them.
We all try really hard to get along with the opposite sex, and we go about our lives with a wife, a girlfriend, a fiance, what have you, and we act like we're the same person. And then it's like movies like The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants 2 that you realize, wow, we are completely different in our thinking.
Yeah.
Why would you want to see this movie?
Actually, I'm writing a book about relationships, but I'm being sued for the title. It's so irritating.
What? Yeah.
It's just about the opposite. It's called Men Are From Jupiter and Women Are From Neptune. And this is the problem, apparently, with that title.
Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants 2. I do know what the movie was about.
The first one?
Yeah.
Really?
It was about these chicks, all annoying.
Good.
Some of them hot, some of them not. And they would wear these pants and then go on little adventures. Yeah. And they would tell their story, through the pants. The fact that they were, they had that common thread going through all their little stories where they had the pants. But then there's one hot chick, and there's a fat ass that no way she's fitting in the same pair of pants.
Stretching out the pants?
Yeah.
Hey, Fatso, can you go back to that screen? I was about to read.
Oh.
And hit more, please, on the synopsis. Right there, Fatso.
E-Rock, Brotherhood of the Ripping Pants.
Look at him panicking with the freaking
E-Rock.
He doesn't know how to spell synopsis. He's looking for
I
C-Y.
said the synopsis right here. Now go to more.
No.
Holy S. I want to give the synopsis for the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants 2. 3 years after the events of the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants.
3 years? It seems like it was just yesterday.
The four young women are back. Despite the distance that divides them as they depart for college, the friends from Anne Brashear's teen book series will stay connected. This sequel returns Amber Tamblyn, American Ferrera,
Amber Tamblin's kind of cute.
Blake Lively, and Alexis Bledel for the roles they originated. Wait, that's the synopsis.
Wait, they just, it's about a pair of pants that these four wear?
They share it, and then, when each one is wearing the pair of pants, they kind of go with their story.
That's so stupid.
It's ridiculous.
The pants tell the story? Yeah. Apparently today was in the Fulton Street Fish Market. Went for sushi again, because pants can't see. Hopefully they have an olfactory sense.
Are they magic pants?
Yeah. That's why I hung out eating sushi by the septic tank all day.
Can we go to the synopsis for the original movie?
Need a little shout for these traveling pants. It was that time.
That's right. Carrying pennies in front of me.
Bill from Waterford, the Sisterhood of the Traveling Yeast Infection.
Yeah, really. They're sharing those pants.
All right, so now the synopsis on the original movie, so we can maybe understand what this is about.
This is the slutty one, like wear them, and then it gives it to the other one, and it's kind of crackly up by the thigh, maybe a little bit.
Yeah, it's got a melanin bath earlier.
E-Rock, can you read that? I still don't know what this movie's about.
I'll read it.
And they're making a second one?
Of course they are.
Go ahead, Jimmy. This is the synopsis for the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, the original movie.
The Sisterhood of the Traveling Trousers brings to the screen Anne Brashear's best-selling novel about one very special summer in the lives of four lifelong friends. Introduced as babies who were born to mothers who met in prenatal aerobics class.
Oh, really? Right?
Here's where these bitches were introduced. The four grew up together and developed an enduring bond despite their distinctly different emerging personalities.
Yeah. And different ass sizes.
Yeah.
Now, after years of sharing every triumph and loss, every wild idea and secret fear with the laughter and love of true friends, these four young women couldn't be closer, except that they're about to be separated as their lives take them in different directions for the first time. Introspective and occasionally volatile Carmen is looking forward to spending quality time with her out-of-state dad, whom she hasn't seen much since he divorced her mother years ago. Super confident star athlete Bridget is heading for a soccer camp in Mexico.
Oh, my God. This is the worst.
Soft-spoken Lena, a gifted artist, as beautiful as her drawings.
Does the movie at least have a car crash?
This is horrendous.
Nothing.
Is set to discover her heritage. An unexpected romance on a trip to her grandparents' home in Greece.
Oh, she's going to get some romance in Greece?
That's right.
Uh-oh, watch those pants.
where she will remain a technical virgin. And, and this is my favorite, guys.
Oh, here we go,
And
Jimmy.
sharp-witted rebel Tibby will reluctantly remain in town, stocking shelves at the local discount store while working on her pet project and having a third trimester abortion.
I don't think...
I just made that part up. Tee-hee. Her pet project, a video succumentary to expose what she sees as the banality of everyday life, including this film. On a shopping trip together, the day before their paths diverge, the friends find a pair of thrift shop jeans that amazingly fits and flatters each one of them perfectly, even though they are 4 young women of very different shapes and sizes. It seems as though these pants are meant for sharing, and that gives Carmen, Bridget, Lena, and Tibby a wonderful idea. They decide to use the pants as a way of keeping in touch during the months ahead, each one wearing them for a week, to see what luck they bring before mailing them on to the next in this unique way. Though miles apart, the four still experience the challenges and surprises of life, as they always had. And since the writers couldn't find a way to connect these four boring stories, they threw the jeans idea in at the last moment.
Exactly. They wear them for a week. Do they wash the jeans every day, or do they just mail them with the smell of swamp ass to the next broad?
Who's the poor bitch that gets the one after the Greek girl? Oh, they need to be sewn up in the back.
Yeah, apparently there was a shotgun blast. Someone was shot in the hiney. Oh, no. And just for the joke, we're forgetting that pants come off during that activity.
Of course they do. I don't like to think of that, though.
Absolutely.
To think those pants are on at all times.
Looks like someone was on the subway and sat in tapioca.
Does that just sound horrid? Awful. Like that you would never even accidentally stumble on that and watch it for 2 seconds.
Except for Tibby's story.
Tibby's story seemed a little
rebellious.
Yeah.
She's stocking
She's
shelves.
staying at home. She's stocking shelves.
Tibby's busy.
The original only made $40 million?
Yep.
Wow.
So why the hell are they making a second one?
How much did it cost to make? $12?
No kidding.
Yeah, exactly. One pair of pants and some fat chicks.
Yeah. 4 bad actresses, 1 pair of slacks.
Sounds fantastic.
The name is terrible.
Yes.
Sisterhood should never be in a movie title. It's such an irritating take on brotherhood. It's just an annoying word.
Sister. What was the other one with the Ya-Ya Sisterhood?
Awful.
I think it was called Ya-Ya Sisterhood.
Was it?
No?
Stunt Brain? Because that's another one that I would never see.
Would you see it as a goof?
That was the...
We should see this movie as a goof.
Oh, no.
Wait. We should take a busload of people after a little party to see this.
Yeah. Here,
Imagine how we can annoy the entire
oh, my God.
theater.
A bunch of Opie and Anthony fans going to
In
the Sisterhood of the
Sisterhood of the
Pants.
Traveling Pants. Oh, a theater full of us jerks.
It would just be our luck. We're the only ones in the theater.
Yeah.
No one wants to see
now we're just sitting uncomfortably.
No, there'll be a bunch of teens there. If you go the first weekend, a bunch of moms will take their daughters there.
Oh, and we just start yelling at the screen.
What cowards. You notice how we don't want to go to 135th Street during the new Martin Lawrence film?
No, of course not. We'll make fun of tweens.
Hey, Aunt, you're talking about Divine Secrets of the Ya-Ya Sisterhood.
Of the Ya-Ya Sisterhood.
Divine Secrets.
Divine.
Not just secrets, the Divine Secrets
and,
of the Ya-Ya Sisterhood.
What was that one about?
Jimmy, what was the Divine Secrets of the Ya-Ya Sisterhood all about?
Well, rest assured, this one doesn't look terrible. Sita Walker, winner of the Golden Globe Worst Name in Movie History Award, played by Sandra Bullock, who's high on life, about to marry Connor, is sad because he hasn't been born yet.
Yes.
Little Connor Peterson. All right. Always appropriate. Yeah. And flushed with success because her new play is about to open on Broadway. So Sandra Bullock is a playwright about to get married. Gives an unguarded interview to Time magazine. After reading the interview, Sita's mother, Vivi, who's played by Ellen Bernstein, is so livid that she disowns Sita, takes down her pictures, and refuses to attend her daughter's wedding. Oh, no. Trying to heal the rift between mother and daughter, Vivi's best friends, Caro, Teensy, and Nisi.
Stop it. These aren't names.
They are. Go to New York, take Sita to dinner, slip her a Mickey Finn, and spirit her off to Louisiana.
A Mickey Finn.
Yeah. Which is kind of like the film idea I had in common. It was with Sandra Bullock, but she slipped a Mickey by Yaphet Kotto. All right, back to reading.
I like that one.
All right, what a predictable rape joke. All right. First-time director Callie Corey, who cares, uses an intricate series of flashbacks to slowly reveal the divine secrets of the Ya-Ya sisterhood. Which is based on the book by Rebecca Well. The flashbacks are triggered by a scrapbook that Caro, Teensy, and Niecy show Sita. The scrapbook chronicles the hopes, dreams, and disappointments that they shared with Vivi. Standing out is the greatest caster, Ashley Judd. The younger
right.
Maggie Smith is the feisty.
Why not just read the synopsis to An American Quilt? Another movie I would never see.
Sita, Niecy.
Sita, Niecy, TC.
Teensy, Sita, and Niecy are here.
Hey, here's the trailer for the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants 2.
Oh.
Don't you know that all the beaches in Greece are nude?
Lena's shot. Wait, what did she say there?
All the beaches in Greece are nude. Yeah, these young whores are all sharing pants.
She's the wild one. I bet you it's just like Sex and the City. You got to have the wild one, the conservative one.
Yeah.
Ugh.
The one that goes missing in Aruba. Hope it's not Tibby.
We found some pants.
Floating in seaweed.
We found pants, Sam.
Yeah, there was a pair of pants. They had seaweed on them. And I don't want an innocent man to go to jail.
Jimsy.
I love Jimsy.
Here we go.
Don't you know that all the beaches in Greece are nude?
Lena's shy.
Saturday night. Meet me.
I can't.
Bridget's bold.
Yes. Because your breath smells like lamb and coffee. How about a toothbrush, Stavros? Before you burp lamb into my face. You savage with a hairy back.
I want it to look like a leaky gyro when I'm done with you. What is that, yogurt sauce?
How about we meet?
Tibby's bored, and Carmen speaks her mind.
You think that a pair of jeans that fits all three of you is going to fit all of this?
4 friends, 4 stories, 1 sisterhood.
I'm so sorry.
The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, rated PG, starts Wednesday, June 1st.
Wow.
4 bitches you don't even care about.
Terrible.
That really just is awful.
We have to be from different planets.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny. There's a book about that.
No, I know.
I know you wrote it.
I know, but...
Trouble with the title, though?
Yeah.
Here, tell.
Yes. That's right.
Who would sit through that shit?
Hey.
I didn't say it. But who would sit through that?
Young girls, I guess. I don't know what the audience there is, but it doesn't tend to make that much money.
No.
All right, we're going to move on with some other stuff.
Unless it was the traveling seat played by my face. The traveling chair. I don't want to sit. My chair has a nose on it.
Texters, get ready. Texters, get ready.
Sisterhood of the missing bicycle seat. They pedal around the world.
Sisterhood of the hidden toilet cam.
Sisterhood of the upskirt mall shot. Now we're talking movies.
Sisterhood of the angry white gift left in the cold cream.
Sister of the removable hat. You get off the elevator, kaplowy.
This hat has been punched off in 4 different cities. Oh, boy.
Oh, boy, indeed.
That looks horrible. Can we get the trailer for the Sandra Bullock one?
Oh, what?
Ya-Ya?
Oh, the Ya-Ya.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
We better get some real bad chick flick trailers.
Yeah, that's an old movie. That's 2002.
Yeah.
But that's not a bad idea. Let's get some trailers from bad chick
Yeah,
flicks.
An American Quilt was another one. It's the story of generations of women quilting and telling each other stories about their telling
their patch
stories. They're my stories.
Fried green tomatoes.
Fried green tomatoes, yeah. Hopefully it's an AIDS quilt, and none of them can finish it.
Yeah, you just sew until you get tired and pass out.
Pass out. Pass out.
I pass out. That's when you want to fall asleep and pass out together. I'm very busy. See, I'm so tired. I put the words together.
Of course, it's quicker.
Yeah. He was knitting a quilt, and he fell asleep.
We don't have a name for this disease yet, Sam.
I don't know what it is. 1 minute you're healthy and happy. The next minute you're petting a small dog.
You're eating broth.
You can't even swallow a steak. I don't know what it is, but men with mustaches like Dr. Aston are going to get it. I forget the one I saw. It was so bad. There was a guy who was going to go to jail for something.
Yeah.
Quincy didn't like the guy. The guy goes, "Why are you helping me?" And he goes, "Because somebody snuffed out a young life, and I don't want them to get away with it." Awful jacket. The coroner's showing it. He saves a life.
Yeah, he's the coroner.
He shows up, and the doctor isn't there, and the guy's going into cardiac arrest, and Quincy's like, "Go get me those. Hook it up to his chest." And they're like, "Who are you?" And he goes, "Just do it." And they're like, "Oh,
the coroner. I'm the coroner."
That guy with bad teeth knows his business.
When it's still confidence, I'm the coroner. I'm helping this man.
Exactly.
You're going through the box set, Jimmy?
I still am on the first one.
Because it's that bad?
No, but all the things you see in the opening, everything from the opening is taken from the first Quincy.
Wow.
Welcome to the world of forensic medicine.
Yeah, where they all pass out.
Pass out, but apparently Quincy was in a rush, so he got a bloated floater, and he opened a really nasty one to make them all pass out.
Yeah, I remember growing up as a kid when we were watching that, me, my brother, and sister would make racial jokes about who fell down first and who could take actually looking at the grotesque thing that Quincy was showing. Because there was like an Asian gentleman there, and I believe a black gentleman, and white people and stuff. So we would make horrible racist jokes as kids. Because that's what we did in the Cumia house.
Thank God that changed.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you grew up. Let's take a break. We got to get the texters texting. So it's the Opie and Anthony Show, 877-212-O&A. Stay there. How's everyone today? Doing all right? Yeah?
Goody good.
Don't forget, you can get a ticket for our comedy show for only $10 today. That's right. $10 tickets today. $10 Ticket Tuesday?
$10 Ticket Tuesday.
Kind of stupid.
Of course it is.
The name, anyway. The show's going to be a blast once again this year. And if you don't have tickets, $10 today. Simple as that. Do they do that through Ticketmaster, Ticketmaster.com? I don't know.
LiveNation.com.
LiveNation.com.
They said a $10 gross ticket.
Yeah.
So I don't know what that means.
I think gross.
Oh.
That's usually, means everything.
What do they throw a lot of gross stuff on you as you buy your $10 ticket?
Yes. Oh, I've seen some of those acts. Yeah, if it was net, then there'd be extra charges in there. But if they're saying gross, then $10 should mean $10.
So no crazy service charges. You're actually gonna pay $10, and that's it.
This is what I'm being led to believe.
All right, that's a bargain. That's definitely a bargain. $10 tickets for the comedy show. That's happening Saturday at the PNC Bank Arts Center in Homedale, New Jersey. We're gonna have a nice crowd down there once again this year. Hey, we got a quickie. There was this guy. His name's Sam. He's a cook. And he was on that Today Show with Kathy Lee. I guess he does, what, the final hour or something?
Is she back for, only 1 hour.
Yeah, and they have a tendency, because it's a bunch of broads, they just kind of, cackle and laugh, and they're not really accomplishing much. They just crack themselves up. Kind of like this show,
This show, only... Yeah.
But this guy, he was just going on and doing his dumb recipe, and the women were laughing and just like I don't know, very inside stuff. And he had it. He just is like, "Hey, stop laughing! I'm trying to do something here."
Yeah.
And it got uncomfortable for everybody.
He's a tool, and so are they.
Why is he a tool?
Just because when you're on, it's like it's not going to help your cause. If you try, just go with it. What are you doing? Hey, ladies, pipe down. He just sounds like a douche. Why is he a tool? Because he's cooking on the Today Show.
Yeah.
That should be enough.
Well, here we go. Here's Sam the cook.
Let's go. What do we make?
Give me the okay, Sam. So we're making a tuna.
We're
making a tuna.
Tuna's the second thing we have in our house.
Can I talk? I watch the show every day. Everybody has issues with a lot of chatter back here. Pay attention 1 minute.
Why is he a tool?
Ooh,
huh?
Wow.
He's frustrated, though.
He is putting them in their place, is what he's doing.
He's frustrated.
Bunch of lippy broads.
Yeah, he sounds like someone that just doesn't take any lip around the household.
I watch the show every day. There's always a problem with chatter back
You're always yapping like you broads tend to do. He called them out.
Yip, 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 yip.
Let's go. What are we making?
Just give me the okay, Sam. So we're making a tuna. We're making a tuna.
Tuna's the second thing we have in our house.
Can I talk? I watch the show every day. Everybody has issues with a lot of chatter back here. Pay attention 1 minute. Ooh, that seemed to work.
I hope you enjoy your
I hope you enjoyed your last time at the Today Show. I'm only kidding. I love you. And I've already complimented you on how pretty
I
your
was
dress
lying
is.
about your eyebrows. I think they're shabby.
Right.
All right.
Okay, onion, I don't even know what I got. Cucumber, tomato, Kalamata olives. We're basically making like a standard Greek salad, right?
Right.
We take some feta cheese. I love to buy the block feta cheese. I can hear the crew back there going, this guy, it's his last day here for sure.
They've been around a long time because they don't talk to us like that.
Because they don't talk like
us like that.
Us like that.
What? You're chatty. You're all chatty. I think he did the right thing.
I think he felt like, I think he realized he snapped at them on the Today Show.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to be your last appearance, because he's a cook. It's not like he's a comic and he's going to be able to go tell his friends, guess what I said? He needs to talk to these holes.
He's a cook.
He's a cook. But that's his audience, and he just kind of...
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not saying he was wrong morally.
You're right. The whole audience is exactly that. Women who are watching, and he just pretty much insulted all of them.
He just sounds like a dick, and I think he realized that trying to be funny. Oh, the whole crew back there is going, this guy's last.
Yeah. No, and it really is your last day. Yeah, maybe he should have kept that to himself.
Yeah, you can
punched
tell
his wife when he got home or something.
Absolutely. For no reason.
For no reason. He seems abusive.
Yeah, he's a prick.
Mm.
He's a cook.
We don't like him.
Yeah, exactly. Go make me some eggs, sissy.
We got another chick flick trailer.
Oh, love these.
We're doing a lot of chick humor today.
We got to bring the girls on board.
It happens, so listen to this.
We are the mighty Yaya priestesses. Our blood flows through each other, as it's done for all eternity.
Oh my God.
What?
I don't know.
Yaya priestesses?
What's Yaya?
I don't know.
This is what girls do when we're not around to tell them what to do.
This is the world without men. Right here, that paradise that some people think would be this Amazonian culture.
Yeah.
No men. This is what you'd get.
All eternity, loyal forever. We raise our voices in the words of Mumbo Gumbo.
Yaya! Yaya!
Yaya! Here's to Mama. Long may she rave.
Holy.
Do you wonder why we don't want to hang out with you?
Who wants to watch that?
Yaya!
Yaya! Hey, I didn't get a yaya from you, stunt.
Yaya!
Oh.
Can we
a little sexiness into it.
Can we hear that last part again? Because then the music starts, it's going to get nutty.
Then it gets a little ding-to-ding, and these ladies are yaya.
Well, they're not having their periods.
That was bad.
Of Mumbo Gumbo.
Yaya! Yaya!
Here's to Mama. Long may she rave.
There it is.
Look who it is. All my old friends.
Ever since your mama came into this world, she took up all the space in the room.
Yaya!
I've been in therapy for 15 years with a professional. She's the one that needs the help. I am so tired of her tantrums.
I tried to be the best mother I could.
How'd that go?
dancer, huh? Hey, some kind of saint?
That's me.
Then back to the music.
Yeah.
Yeehaw! Oh my God! Go home now. Don't you talk to me like that. I'll knock you into the middle of next week.
And I will kick her.
No!
Your mama is the way she is. It's a triumph of the will.
I'm sorry, did you say will or pill?
I have such a chill of the douche variety.
I think I understand Japanese better than what we just heard.
That could be the worst trailer for the worst movie ever.
What the hell was that?
I love when what did she say to the guy? Are you Prince Charming? Or did she ask him a stupid question?
I can't. It's out of my head already. I had to get it out.
I hope it was Klaus von Bülow she dated.
Let's go to Lynn in Pennsylvania.
Oof.
She needs to defend women.
Wait, Lynn, what is the ya-ya? Does anybody know? Is that like their bonding thing? They all go, ya-ya!
I'm proud to say I don't know what that is, because that is horrible. You can't say that all women want to see those movies, because you make my stomach cry.
Yes, you do. You want to put on little dresses and flowers and tee-hee-hee right over to the movie theater.
Lynn.
That would make you happy, Jimmy.
Lynn, it's safe to say that the women listening to the Opie and Anthony show don't get it, too, for the most part. The women that would go and see this ya-ya thing are not listening to our show.
Linda Stassi from the Post probably think this is a real scream.
They're listening to a morning zoo somewhere.
Yeah, she thinks this show's
right, and they're angry when that chef tells that woman to shut up, as he should have, because that when normal women watch things like that, they're just as disgusted with the yip yap that he was.
That ya-ya sisterhood's a real panic.
Oh, it's a scream, a hoot.
What is that? I want to know what the ya-ya is. Is that their bonding thing? They go, ya-ya!
Yeah, that might be like their battle cry, their sisterhood kind of bonding thing.
It makes me angry.
Isn't it infuriating to hear them with that high-pitched squealy ya-ya?
Can't we come up with a better battle cry for women, though, than ya-ya?
How about, just another noise.
Give us a moment. Give us a moment.
Oh!
Wow.
All right, well.
I got to tell you, there is something. There's a certain traffic reporter girl that loves chick flicks.
Oh, boy.
And does not like action movies or any of that ilk.
Well, it looks like there's a certain pea-whipped shock jock that's also going to enjoy chick flicks.
No,
You've sat through a chick flick, that means. You've had to in the last couple of months. Which chick flick
Here's the closest thing to a chick flick I sat through. And it was the one with Matthew McConaughey, I believe, and
Kate Hudson.
And Kate Hudson on the boat, and they're trying to find the treasure.
What was it called? Hey, Owen, don't eat those. Get it?
Yeah, of course.
Old Mr. Crooked Nose.
Booty hooty hoo.
Shut your mouth.
Fool's Gold. That was the name.
Oh my God! That
Fool's Gold.
That was a bomb.
Of course it was.
It got horrible reviews.
But I was told that I might have to sit through one of her favorite movies, Love Actually.
No. Who's in that?
Who's in that?
What is
Stunt Brain? Help an N out here.
Is she going to tell you to watch this?
What? That's her favorite chick flick, Love Actually?
I think so.
It was Hugh Grant, Liam Neeson, Laura Linney.
Anything with Hugh Grant is unwatchable.
Oh, good luck to you.
Good luck to you.
So,
Yaya means grandmother. Thank you, Shane.
Ugh.
In Sayreville. Thank you.
What's that mean?
Fruit. You knew that?
Yaya. Well, can we get the synopsis for Love Actually?
Love Actually stinks, actually.
Love Actually follows the lives of, you didn't, oh boy. What now, Iraq?
What did you do, Iraq?
I just
Eric,
I don't need the full summary on this one.
Eric.
Dumb Actually.
Follows the lives of 8 very different couples in dealing with their love lives in various loosely and interrelated tales, all set during a frantic month before Christmas in London, England.
Holy mother of God.
Jill's taste in movies needs something to be desired.
Yes, it needs a little help.
It's no Godfather.
Yeah.
Wow.
Love Actually. Enjoy it, Aunt.
Yeah, that should be fun.
Have some popcorn and a Bud Light and enjoy Love Actually.
I can't.
No, you can.
I can't watch that.
Sure you can.
I will be watching...
Can't you make a compromise?
Aliens. I like the Alien and Aliens 2. 4 is good too. 3, it's all right. But I'll watch any of the Alien movies. She's not a big fan of the Alien movies.
Can't you make a compromise and force her to watch it nude or something at least?
Yeah, that could be a compromise.
All right. Fool's Gold got 11% positive reviews.
It was horrid.
Why would you see that?
It was horrible.
What?
Because it was on.
Oh, hold on a minute. Dave in Medford. Dave.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. You're saying Love Actually is a really good movie?
It actually is. No joke. Really is a pretty good movie.
Yeah.
How is Fool's Gold?
I didn't see it. I don't know.
It was dull. Love Actually is a good movie?
Yeah, it really is. I'm not kidding.
No, it's
not. How long have you been with your lover? You fruit. Let me tell you, it doesn't look good in anything. Anything. I have given you, Grant, more chances, and this guy stinks up anything he's in. It's that dry English humor where he just kind of trods about the set, barely talking. He's mumbling kind of a thing. And he's supposed to be charming, and just get a black hooker to give you one in the car again.
Exactly.
That's when you were interesting. When you're being arrested, getting a mugshot for getting a Hummer from a tranny.
Bill in New York. Bill, another guy that thought Love Actually was a good movie. Yes,
Bill.
Actually, it's a good movie. You get to see boobies.
Oh, there's boobies in that?
Deal is breasts and everything.
Hair.
Going to go. I can't watch breasts in rated R movies anymore. Like a rack pops out, unless it's somebody who I want to see. But
the breasts better be on the screen the entire time. Just a naked chick in the lower right-hand corner of the screen for guys to look at.
How about just a bouncing boob?
Follow the bouncing boob.
Follow the bouncing boob.
I mean, because only because of porn is like this, you can really see them. What am I going to do? Watch someone? I don't want to see them in a romantic comedy. Ooh,
no.
Tee-hee. Does nothing for me.
That's it. Yeah, because I asked. Yeah, I asked a while ago. It's like, what kind of movies do you like? And she goes, romantic comedies. Like,
they're never funny.
That could be a problem.
They're never funny.
You finally got to the point in your relationship where you have to talk.
What? What? No, that was a while ago, but,
After 2 months of just animalistic banging, it's like, well, hey, by the way, what are you into?
No, the movie question was asked very early on.
Just go with a joke. God, man.
Oh, I know. It was asked very early on, and it was kind of, a little disconcerting for me.
Romantic comedies stink.
Yeah.
And I'm not a complete Star Wars geek, but she did comment like, oh, my God, Star Wars, please tell me you're not into Star Wars. And I went, I hate it. I hate, of course. Why would I say I liked it?
Movies about couples, never good.
No, this is Raging Bull.
When there's a bunch of different, but when there's a bunch of different couples and they go out to dinner together and they all got unique problems and
terrible.
Ugh,
terrible. Always.
All right, hey, here's another chick flick trailer.
Unless it's Woody Allen's movies, those tend to tie in nicely when you get like 4 or 5 different couples. Those storylines go together well.
For as long as I can remember, my grandmother and her friends have been part of a quilting bee. Is this something you're making for the state fair?
It's your wedding quilt, honey.
Universal Pictures and Amblin. And
she's making a wedding quilt?
It's your wedding quilt, honey. Ugh. Yeah. It's all romantic and nice and sweet until you realize what's happening on the honeymoon, when the guy doesn't want to reach for the tissues, and that quilt becomes just another tool around the bedroom.
Looks like someone spilled vanilla yogurt with little raspberries in it. It was apparently a violent night. There's raspberries in it.
There's Mom making the romantic quilt. It's for your wedding.
Yeah.
And there's the guy just going, nah, no problem. Yeah. I'll just stuff it here and fall asleep.
As you're face down on that quilt, Taking a lesson from a husband whose breath smells like alcohol again. It's a lovely quilt. When you're away for the weekend, you come back, there's little curly black hairs on it. You're like, wait a minute. This doesn't make sense.
Oh, that's great.
Quilt, honey?
Universal Pictures and Amblin Entertainment present the story of a young woman whose eyes are about to be opened by the women who've seen it all.
If you had to choose between marrying a lover or marrying a friend, who would you choose?
Winona Ryder, How to Make an American Quilt.
A lover or a friend?
What? Depending on who had a better gag reflex. Go ahead, pal. How to Make an American Quilt.
Oh.
Needle, thread, and breast. That was so, honey.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Let's
That is horrid.
Let's go to Louisiana. Bruce, what's up? You're on the Opie and Anthony show. Yeah,
Bruce.
Yeah, I could just see when Anthony goes home. Oh, no, honey, I just said that on the radio. I love you, Grant. He's so funny.
I will never fess up to liking you, Grant.
Because here's what will happen. Jill will watch the movie with Anthony, and she'll go, oh, watch this part, and then like he'll know it's supposed to be a funny part, but it's woman funny, not guy funny. And Aunt will go, like we try to fake laugh at things, but we're not good at completely making the laugh sound.
Yeah.
So we'll just make a noise like yeah.
Yeah, there have been instances where I've watched movies that I knew were going to be horrible. You hope for the best. You sit there and go, maybe something will happen. I'll kind of get roped into this and go, all right, it's not that bad a movie. And no, it just is. It's bad.
And then it just ends, and you're like, what?
Like The Love Letter. I talked about that one.
Which one was the
Tom
Love Letter?
Selleck and who else was in that? It was so bad. Oh, it was so bad.
Let's say hi to Bill in West Virginia because he liked Love Actually. Bill, what's up?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
Actually, I got to say, you know what? I thought the same thing. I worked in Blockbuster whenever that came out, and every time I passed because the tagline was the ultimate romantic comedy, and I'd roll my eyes every time. Somebody put it on. Within the first 5 minutes, they have Bill Nighy playing like an aging, drunken, drug-addled rock star trying to host a Christmas special. It's really hilarious.
Sounds hysterical.
Oh,
and then what's it followed up by? A nice date on the town.
I just want to see I Love Trouble.
Oh, I can't look at the box of that.
You know why?
I Love Trouble.
He's looking up at her and she's looking down at her.
You just know there's trouble.
There's trouble.
They're loving it.
It should be like her walking into like a Planned Parenthood with him in the car, drunk and angry.
I love trouble.
Or them just playing the game Trouble.
Yeah. Pop a 6 and you move twice. And the Pop-O-Matic.
I Love Trouble.
Oh, it's not even worth reading the synopsis. All right, let's.
It's just the box is horrible to look at.
Let's take a quick break. We got Roland here. He's sporting his brand new $150 Bruce Springsteen T-shirt.
Is he out of his mind?
They charge by size.
Oh, okay.
Get it?
There was a $10 one available for normal people.
I'm watching David Patterson stare up into space on TV.
Oh, I know.
Someone point him properly when he talks into a mic.
I saw him and Bloomberg sitting together, and they had name plaques in front of them. How easy it would be to change his to something really offensive.
Yeah. Blind what? I can't read that.
They just keep changing them. Yeah, he's supposed to have a speech about how awful the state is doing.
How does he know?
I know.
Exactly.
And don't look at the books. Looks great to me.
He doesn't even know what denominations of money he's holding.
Yeah. We need more of these. And they're like ones.
Can't tell if it's a $50 bill or a hat.
He's got funny money from Scores.
We got a break. Opie and
right.
Anthony. It's Opie and Anthony. We got Roland walking around.
What is this?
Sounds Beastie Boyish.
All right.
Oh, Run DMC, what an ass. I'm sorry. Roland went to the Bruce Springsteen show last night, and he's sporting his brand new, well, actually a vintage brand new What do you call
Vintage,
that?
brand new.
It's vintage from his Lucky 10 tour.
But it's brand new. It's a brand new shirt, but it's a vintage style.
Yes.
Very confusing, I understand. But basically, you got a $150 Springsteen shirt on right now.
That is correct, and I ordered a $300 one. Should be here soon.
What?
Yes.
What's the you ordered
the River one?
Is Bruce in it?
I
like,
don't know.
and he plays at your house wearing the shirt?
All I can say is awesome. What's the River, bro?
Awesome. All I can say is awesome. He's
Why
like
is it
a kid.
$300?
What makes it a $300 T-shirt?
Because they only made like 500 of them.
Oh, it's a reprint?
No, it's like one of the originals. They said so. I was like, all right, I'm sold. There's my Amex and this one, that one, this one.
Wow, they must just look at you and go, hold it, we got one. Yeah, we got him on the hook. Reel him in, guys.
Would you be nervous around Bruce Springsteen if you were talking to him? Yeah, I met him like 5 times and I like froze every time.
And then what happened? The order of protection kicked in?
No.
You know,
he knows I purchase everything.
You know that Bruce Springsteen's a hack, right?
No.
Wow.
Yeah, he is.
He's not. How?
One of my best friends from college, Buzzy, huge Springsteen fan, has seen hundreds of Bruce Springsteen shows. I went to one. Who could sit through 3 hours of that crap? How long did he play last night?
It's called All of New Jersey, 55,000 people.
I understand this is not a popular thing to say, considering that we're broadcasting from the mecca of Bruce Springsteen.
Every
fan base, but
from the moment he walked on to the moment he said, "I'll see you Thursday night," because he knows that everybody's coming back. Nobody left.
3 hours and 20 minutes last night?
It was awesome.
Nothing is worth sitting through 3 hours and 20
Held
minutes.
Up Without a Gun, Drive All Night, like rare classics.
Rare classics. Oh,
I
great.
freaked out.
The stuff that no one wants to hear.
I love when they go down the rare classic
Yeah.
I was right in the front row. He slapped my hand. I was like, whoa.
Did he?
Yeah.
Thought you were trying to touch him. Get off me, creep. Get off me, fruit. You know what, though? Look, because if you go to see Bruce, I'm not a Springsteen fan. But if you go to see him, you know you're going to hear a different set than last night. He probably does get a lot of repeat.
He only does 4 songs off the, like, when I saw him the first night, and last night, the only, 4 songs he carried over.
Wow.
Yeah, but what about, like, someone that wants to see him doing Born in the USA?
Stay home and listen to the CD. This is for, like, the connoisseurs.
He does it for
Stay
real
home
fans.
and listen. Yeah, but what if one of the fans show up, not a big fan, not one that's there every night, he shows up on night 2, and that's the night he decides not to do Born in the USA, and you're just like, that's like my favorite Bruce song.
Well, they're
and now
around me and yap about it because I'll shut him up.
He's a violent fan.
Bruce is so. Here's the
You're
thing.
a Bruce hooligan.
He's so famous. He's so successful. He has enough hardcores to fill Giant Stadium who will know his obscure stuff. It's like he doesn't have to worry about appeasing.
Because he'll hop on stage and everybody will sing along before he even...
Into this tunnel of love. Did he do that one?
Night, yes.
Yeah?
I was so excited.
Were you?
It was awesome.
Isn't that like kind of a hit, though, for him?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, because Patty was there, it was her birthday, and he goes, "Where's my baby?" And I was like, "Oh, here comes a rare one." And then he started playing.
Yeah.
Once I heard the note, I was so excited.
Did you do Pink Cadillac?
That's probably Friday night. I wish. No,
You
I
like
heard
that?
it
That's
once.
a terrible song.
And they do, Highway Jam, the broken heroes on the last jam bound drive.
Yeah, all the lights come
up. Wah, 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 Jersey, Wendy, I signed a big recording contract.
How many songs did he sing about
Rosalita.
Wendy?
I think it was only one on...
What about Jersey?
How many blue-collar songs did he sing?
They're all blue-collar
With the working man.
How many songs did he sing about living in a mansion while his fans are paying $150 for a T-shirt? How many of those songs did he sing?
Well, like the tickets are like $100-some from first row to top row.
Yeah.
So we're all supporting the boss.
Yes. Thanks.
It's awesome.
But he gives you a show, I'll say that. He stands on stage for 3 hours and 20 minutes. You can't say he mails it in.
He runs, jumps, screams. It's like part
Like a
ministry.
3-year-old.
Yeah, exactly.
You just described a small
Throws
child.
pudding around the stage. You change him. But 320 is a long show. I like Jungle Land.
Oh, he did that one. It was awesome.
I do like Jungle Land.
Do you?
Yeah.
Plus, if like the diehards, we hold up signs in the front row, and he'll grab them, and he goes, "I haven't done that song." He goes, "I'm going to do it tonight."
Wow.
Yes.
And then the
Sign.
person goes like, oh, my God.
I know. I was like, "Cheers."
Yeah.
What was your
You
favorite?
cried?
You cried?
Well, no, I had my sign "Drive All Night," and he grabbed it. And
yeah,
played it.
and played it.
And then what'd you do?
What was your favorite song? That one?
Well, that's one of my favorite songs.
No, what was the favorite song you heard last night?
Oh, last night? Probably had to be like either Drive All Night or Hard to Be Seen in the City, which was awesome.
Does he do My Hometown?
No.
I like that one.
He hasn't done that yet. He did like 30 songs each night.
30 songs.
Okay.
30 songs a night, and he
But
could
when
do
you do
different
My
songs
Hometown, he
each
puts
night.
out what you need
Can
to
I,
do.
son of a bitch writes, huh?
Does he do the whole grab a chick and, dance like he did in that video?
Dancing in the Dark? Did he do Dancing in the Dark?
And does he have to bring a chick on stage
Does
every night?
a Courtney Cox circa 1986 lookalike come up?
Like you have a sign, you go, can you pick a dude this time? So we could jump on stage and woo.
Could you see Roland doing the dance that Courtney Cox did with Bruce?
I wish. We have the signs ready.
Would you do it?
Hey, fatty!
Drags you up on stage.
You go to the
Throws his back out.
So you go to the show with signs and everything.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. You're hooked, huh?
Oh, beyond hooked. I might fly out and see his last show in Milwaukee.
How many shows have you seen in your life?
94.
You have the number.
I have the
You've
number.
seen 94
94 times.
Springsteen shows.
Wow.
Yeah. It's awesome.
I saw, I've seen, I should say, U2 6 times, and I think that's a lot.
I saw U2 55.
55 times? Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Jesus.
I like Springsteen a lot more than you two.
Yeah. And I love U2, but for me, though, Bruce is my all-time favorite, though. He's just awesome. Like,
Yeah.
I paid, he did a Sherlock Count Basie Theater. Tickets were like $4,000.
4,000.
For So-So-See. But 6,000, you get a good seat.
Better been yen.
So,
Wait. Wait, how much did you pay to see him?
Like 55.
How much money have you spent on Bruce Springsteen, if you had to
Wait,
guess?
you paid $5,500? No.
Yeah.
For one ticket?
Yeah.
How'd you have the money? Not that I mean to private.
It's called my date fund. I don't have one, so I build all my funds up, and then I go, that's my Bruce fund.
Sexual favors out in the street for Bruce tickets.
Whatever it
Roland
takes.
is a gay bear hustler. He has to be.
Yeah.
He'll
No.
come over and yell at you.
No, but he played like the Darkness album from beginning to end, and they played Born to Run album from beginning to end, and special 4 songs.
Wow.
I went to charity, though.
Hey, Roland, so how much have you spent on Springsteen, would you guess, over the years?
I've been seeing him since I was 6 years old, so I have no idea.
By the way, someone is on eBay with the shirt you're wearing, and they're hoping to make $40.
But they didn't buy it at that Giant Stadium show.
But you could have bought the same shirt on eBay for a lot less.
Yeah, but trust
And that would
their
save money. In
health
your...
concerns and all that.
Do you know what you've bought, Bruce Springsteen? Do you know what kind of things you've bought for his house,
Hopefully
his car? You have just put him in the lap of luxury single-handedly.
Wait, so Bruce does 3.5 hours a night, right?
Yeah.
Roughly?
Like
320?
Yeah.
Okay, approximately, this is a guess. I did a little math. 94 times, say 3 hours. I did 3.5 hours, but say 320. Roland has spent approximately 13 days at Bruce Springsteen concerts.
13 days straight of your life.
That's not too bad.
At Bruce. No, like complete 24-hour cycles.
Yeah.
13 of those.
In a row.
Sitting in front of Bruce or standing in front of Bruce, crying, whatever.
24 hours.
Wow.
13 days you spent in front
Does
of
it ever get old?
Never. Because you get excited, though, because you wonder what he's going to play, what he'll open up with, close with, like the audibles. So it's pretty exciting.
The
though.
entire East Street band there?
Yeah. So, like, he'll walk up and everybody starts chanting. He just holds his hand. Then he'll play, like, a couple notes. Then we all know what it is. So we start going into our Bruce mode. Start singing along, though.
You do realize that he's bored out of his mind up there, right?
I don't think so. He looked like he had a really fun time in Jersey.
He takes acting lessons.
Because he went to New Jersey and we're like, he goes, what song should I play? And everybody goes, Rosalita. He goes, what? And then he shook his head and they played Rosalita.
What?
It was awesome.
Is Rosalita a good song? I don't know it.
It's really good.
Did you jump a little higher?
Oh, yes, I did.
Jump a little higher.
And Thursday's the last night. It's completely sold out.
Is that Bruce's house?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you bought, Bruce.
Yeah.
There's a picture of it.
Nah, you bought a shutter on that mansion.
No.
Can you sing this, Roland? All right, hold on. Start it over. I want to see Roland sing this. I want to see if he can keep up with.
I'm sure he knows this song.
With the boss. Here we go. Let's see how good you are. Hit it. Close your eyes, Roland. Feel it, baby. Feel it. For Bruce. For the boss. Here we go.
Spread out now, Rosie. Miles Branch.
All right, hold on.
Hold on.
You guys are staring at me. Though.
Hold on. That's why I said close your eyes. You've seen 94 Bruce Springsteen.
And you can't remember this huge hit?
You're
a boob.
Are a boob.
All right, we're gonna give you another chance. Where do you need to go so we're not staring at you? You want us to put a mic in the sound booth over there?
Rosalita's rare, so give me Born to Run. I could do that one.
No, Rosalita. You want to go into the sound booth so we don't see you?
No, it's fine.
All right, close your eyes. Here we go. Rolling, everyone. He's seen 94 Bruce Springsteen shows. Focus, Roland. I know you can do this.
Spread out now, Rosie. You're Bruce to Mama's Ranch.
You know,
you pick up man, I am freezing right now.
You're the worst fan in history.
You are a horrible fan.
I'm not a horrible fan.
You have a goldfish memory. That's why you like Bruce's song. They're probably the same song every night, but he thinks he changes it. It's different.
Yeah, he just doesn't know.
Because Rosalie's is the rare one, so he'll play. So, but when he plays it, I remember.
All right, which song can you do?
I could do Glory Days, Born to Run.
They're the big hits. I mean, I can almost do those. I don't even like Bruce.
Well, let's go with Born to Run, because everyone knows Born to Run. I'm sure Roland will do this justice.
Yeah, I'm sure he will.
All right, for Bruce. All right, Roland?
Please.
All right, here we go. Roland doing Born to Run. Sell it, Roland. Sell it.
The days we went out on the street of a runaway American dream. The night we ride the mansions of glory, suicide machines. Sprung from cages on Highway 9, real feel injected, stepping out over the line.
Here comes.
Oh, somebody left the bomb finger back. It's a death trap.
I don't remember Bruce ever doing that.
All right, focus. Get back on track.
Dance like us, baby, we're born to run. Can you show me? And then he'll go like this.
Oh.
You're the baby girl. Be your friend. I want to do your dreams and visions. Strap your hands across my engine.
Crowd noise.
Yes. Baby, we'll never go back. Welcome me out in the wild. Girl, I'm just a scared and lonely ride. Gonna find out how it feels. I wanna know if love is wild. I wanna know if love is real. Can you show me?
Yeah, you got that part, Roland.
Facials all around.
Yeah.
Facials all around? Ain't kidding.
Wow. All right.
The chorus comes out, everybody's freaking out.
Yeah.
Hands.
Yeah.
Well, you did Bruce justice today, I got to
He
say.
sang away. No, because Roland's he sang along with a big hit.
Yeah.
Hey, Roland.
Not much excitement, though.
Roland.
Oh, someday, maybe. Like, Incident on 57th is another really good song. So.
Which one?
Incident on 57th Street.
Are you going to all the shows?
Yeah, every night.
So you go to all 3 shows. You'll be.
Yeah, but this is my probably 11th of the tour or 12th.
And his giant brother Roger came back into town for the Springsteen shows.
Yeah.
He's a big fan too, right?
Yeah, you don't mess with him at the show. That's
How many is he going to?
He goes to all of them. We go to all the shows together. So when we're in the pit, nobody messes with Roger. That's what I love about him. Like, someone goes, excuse me, I'm like, what'd you say? And then he comes over.
Yeah.
He is huge.
People step back.
How tall is he again?
Probably like 6'5", 6 something. But he's like over like 3 something.
Yeah.
I'll get my friend Harvey.
That's right. For Bruce, I was like, take care of that
He's
yappy
even
bitch.
bigger than me.
That yappy woman, he said, can you move? My daughter can't see. I'm like, shut up. She came earlier. She had connections, you stupid whore. I had no time for her. She goes, this is my daughter. I don't care.
How old was the daughter?
Probably 10. She said, excuse me, sir. I'm like, shut up. This is Bruce. Wake up, darling. This world sucks. So are you. Get back there.
So wait, her daughter couldn't see over you?
No. She goes, my daughter really wants to. I go, shut up. So do I. I'll be upfront too. Sorry. I don't care.
Someone's saying that you get all excited when Bruce yells out to Clarence, blow for me, big man, thinking that it's you that should be coming up on stage.
Does he yell that to him?
No.
Does he yell, blow for me, big man?
No, they're wrong and stupid. Whoever said that.
Okay.
All right.
But that's awesome.
Well, Roland, I'm glad you enjoyed Bruce Springsteen last night.
And he'll enjoy him again.
Thursday night.
Thursday.
How about my hometown? Do you know the words to that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when he goes
Say
my
yeah,
hometown, he points over there because my hometown.
He points to where?
Jersey, because he's in Jersey.
He's in Jersey, so
Why
anywhere
is
he
he pointing
points.
up? He should just point down. Like, here we are.
Because
ground.
probably he grew up in that vicinity.
Oh.
He points up because his mansion's about 10 stories high at this point. That's why he's pointing up.
It's got the rolling floor going in.
All right, you want to do a little of this as we go to break,
Sure.
Roland? Do it justice.
Years old, running with a dime in my hand.
Pointed his hand.
Trust up bed, up bed, my old man. Still the flap, drive a Buick, steer as we go through town. Up in my head, some cake, a good look around. No home. Your hometown.
Steve from Bayshore. Roland's hometown is Suckville.
No, he's doing good.
Yeah. Is he?
Your hometown.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
79, things were running high in my high school. A lot of fights between black and whites. It do. Light, Saturday night, street and words are had. Unsaid.
He stinks.
He's so bad.
Down. My hometown.
Hey, sure you got that part?
All right, let's take a break. Rolling, everyone.
Yeah,
Never
rolling.
disappoints. Texters, get ready. You're checking out the Opie and Anthony show. It's Opie and Anthony.
Boy.
I was hoping to hear some vocals that time around.
No. You expect them, you wait for them to come around, and then what do you get?
I love Hey Man, Nice Shot.
Yep.
Filter on your radio dial.
Radio dial.
877-212-ONA. Here's Jimmy. We got another chick flick trailer. Can you tell it's a slow news day today?
I like the chick.
I keep looking at the prep sheet. I mean, we're well prepared, believe it or not. And I don't like anything else that's going on in the world today.
We could talk about the extreme makeover place that faces foreclosure. There's this Joker guy dressed like a Joker tried to steal a bunch of Batman crap, and there was 15 minutes. Mr. Rogers was the best name ever. The cops in the church said the church shooter hated gays and liberals, but there's really not much comedic fodder there.
No.
So I think this is the fun way to go. It's just me being silly.
Well, you have thousands that attend Belly Button Festival in Japan. That must have been a hoot.
Boy, I wish we were on XM right now.
No kidding. Yeah, for the new listeners, we're not
Gems.
allowed to do Asian humor on this radio show.
Well, the humor I had in mind, we wouldn't be allowed to do like in 1985 on the station.
We're still allowed to make fun of the blacks, so that's good. But when it comes to Asians, we're not allowed to say anything. We're not allowed to do the accent, nothing.
No, we could do Italians.
We could do the
Irish.
Sure, we could do everybody else except the Asians. Basically, this company is telling the Asians that they're weak and they can't handle jokes.
Yeah.
That's what I get from that.
Of course.
Even though we can take phone calls from Asians all morning long, and they're like, look, man, make fun of us. We don't care.
Yeah, they want it.
But you guys are weak. You're weak-minded. That's why.
They want to be included.
Yeah, you can't handle a few jokes, so you're off limits. So stupid.
Oh, where's the press conference that the show got mentioned in? Or the press release?
Oh, really? That one we're not mentioned in?
I don't think any talent is.
Oh, okay.
This is just a
no
thing
on
from
Google
Mel for all employees.
On Google Alerts, because the merger went through, they're mentioning some of the fine programs that XM and Sirius have, and we're mentioning that. So that was good. I got a little Google alert today.
Okay.
Hey, we could do the Accidental Husband trailer, another chick flick trailer.
Oh, which one is it called? Sorry, I was just reading part of Mel's statement where it's like the past few months, it's because of the hard work that went into this, that we're here today. And then this is the ominous. While there is still work to be done, I'm excited about the prospects for Sirius XM. Because you know what that work is, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The old sharpening of the machete.
The old samurai sword.
I will predict the bloodbath starts today.
Really?
And ends tomorrow or Thursday.
Well, no, there's a scary...
It's very obvious. I mean, people think we have inside info because we went on the air yesterday and said a lot of people are going to be fired from XM Satellite Radio. No, we've been through this a few times in our careers when one company takes over another company, which is what happened here. They're calling it a merger, but basically Sirius bought XM or whatever. I don't even know if you should use the word bought. It's a known thing. You want to put your own people in there for the most part.
Yeah.
There's talented people that are at XM that should stay and will stay, but in general, there's going to be a lot of people fired. That's just how it works.
This is a scary statement.
Yeah.
Because you know what it means. We will work quickly and diligently to integrate our teams.
Oh, boy.
That's bad news for some people.
Yeah, it sounds nice when you read it at first, till you delve a little deep. It's like, hey, that's good.
Yeah.
We're going to work close.
Yeah.
Work close to get the teams together.
And then, of course, the one Anthony pointed out.
Yes.
While there is still work to be done. Oh, boy.
Yeah.
We're living in some strange times as far as radio goes. Strange. We got 64 days left on our contracts. And we're hoping to continue, obviously. That's obvious.
Of course.
But I do want to acknowledge we got 64 days and counting. Hoping for a phone call. Any day now would be nice.
You don't want one today, though.
No.
Let's be honest. Today's not a good day for the phone calls.
I'm sure Mel's people are listening these days. We don't want a phone call today or tomorrow. Thursday or Friday would be nice.
Yeah. Congratulations, you made it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like we're like in Full Metal Jacket when they're all sitting in a circle to see what happens. Oh, 300 infantry. You made it.
You made it. Yeah, this is kind of ominous, too. As we operate more efficiently, we will be able to innovate in new ways. And then, first and foremost, will be, quote, best of both, which is an appropriate theme for this merger and upcoming transition.
The best of both. That means
best of both.
A lot of Sirius with a sprinkle of XM.
So what happened to...
If it was a recipe, that's what it would be.
What happens to the mediocre? The best of both will survive.
And it even says here, as we continue to operate without Opie and Anthony, we will be able to...
Hey.
Oh, wouldn't that raise a red flag?
I didn't read that.
That would raise a red flag.
They're keeping that huge facility down there in Washington. I imagine that there are going to be so many parking spaces available that they're going to put in a volleyball court or something.
You think that's it?
Yeah, they're just going to make a lawn where the parking spaces used to be.
Do you think they're keeping that because of the rent being lower than New York, or because all the XM equipment is there?
Yes.
They have to.
Well, the equipment, yeah, they couldn't just
Yes.
Pack it in a truck.
They should throw
and
it on
move
a
to
truck.
Beverly.
Bring it up here. Put it in Jersey City.
Just set up the dishes and all those studios and all. Oh, my God. Logistically, I don't know how the hell they're going to do this.
Yeah, because XM, how's XM going to be on the air if they're like moving the whole thing?
Yeah.
Can they lift the whole building?
Oh, how are they going to carry it? Where are they going to put it? What about traffic? How about a bridge? How do you drive it under a bridge?
Or over one.
Or over.
I'm not going to believe that this merger is real.
No?
Until I see Artie Lang passed out near a vending machine.
Then you'll buy it.
Then I'll buy it, yes. Just going with his vending machine line from yesterday. Hey, we got some rock bands that are not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. This is something we talk about from time to time. And a fine website came up with a top 10 list of bands that should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and they're not.
And these are ones that obviously are qualified to be in. They've done the time frame.
Yeah.
What is it, 30 years or something?
25 years.
25 years?
First record.
By the way, there's a band missing on this list.
I'm sure it will be.
Rush is not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, are they? No. They've been at it some 30-odd years.
Can I say I proudly give the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame an extended beating in my new venture?
Oh, you do?
Oh,
good.
What a two-part beating.
Good for you.
I take a savaging, dicks.
When you look at this list, you'll be surprised to find out that some of these bands are not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. For example, in 10th place is Motley Crue. Should Motley Crue be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Not above Rush.
Huh?
I don't think above Rush.
They've sold 72 million albums.
And they are, they have been a popular band over the years.
Is AC/DC in?
They have to be in, right?
I think they are. Right?
They have to be. In 9th place, one of our faves. He hasn't done the show in a while, though. Uncle Ted. Uncle Ted Nugent.
Uncle Ted.
The fact that Ted Nugent's not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I think that's about politics, too.
But really.
No, he's a one-hit wonder.
Ted had cat scratch fever. Let's be real.
All right, wait, and then he had that song.
Oh, who cares?
Wang Dang.
Wang Dang Sweet
Poontang.
Wango what? Wango
Tango.
His songs suck.
Why?
Ted Nugent stinks.
Why?
I don't know, man.
They just do. He had Cat Scratch Fever, which was kind of catchy, but everything else stinks.
All right, fair enough.
AC/DC went in the year 2003. Wait, Ted Nugent had Cat Scratch Fever. What was the big hit after that?
Thank you very much.
You can't say Wango Tango.
This
was his hit.
Song.
None of us
Great
could come
White
up with
Buffalo. Ugh.
All right,
what an awful song that is.
He shouldn't be on this list.
Yeah,
No.
fair enough.
Sorry, I'm crossing him out.
Fair enough. Uncle Ted shouldn't be on the list.
Uncle
What are you
Ted
going
won't
to
be
do?
on the list. I don't know nothing. You know everything. You don't have to be on the list. I'll be on the list. Sorry, Uncle Ted. We get it. Sit right back. Uncle Ted will learn you. But Uncle Ted, don't they have hollow points? Those are only used for hunters in Omaha. All right, Uncle Ted. I forgot. You're Fact City. Welcome. Welcome aboard the Uncle Ted Express. All right.
In 8th place, bands or artists that should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame but are not. This band holds the Guinness Book of World Records as the loudest band ever.
Deep Purple.
How did you know that?
Because I knew Deep Purple was the loudest band ever.
That's impossible.
I did.
Someone hasn't beat that by now?
What? I went to the Deep Purple show.
Oh.
Can't hear you. Pardon.
Someone should just, plug their guitar into a jet engine or something.
Yeah, and really,
I'm just going for the world record, man.
we win now.
Right,
Just a jet engine whining into the crowd.
Deep Purple.
Yeah.
I'll tell you.
Knocking at Your Back Door is an amazing Deep Purple song.
I like Deep Purple, yeah.
What's your favorite Deep Purple song?
It was one of the newer ones, yeah. Not like Knocking at Your Back Door, or there was
Perfect
another
Stranger.
One. Perfect Stranger was a good one.
Yeah, give me a little Knocking at Your Back Door there, E-Rock. None of the hits.
I think, yeah. Well, who sang in Deep Purple?
Ian Gillan.
Ian Gillan? Amazing voice. Ian
He sang in
Gillan.
Sabbath, too, in 83.
He sang in Jesus Christ Superstar. It's huge.
Listen to this intro.
I remember when this came out.
Oh, yeah, Stranglehold. Ted Nugent. All right.
Good stuff. And the vocals kick in. Great range, power.
Huh?
REM was the first ballot entrance. First ballot.
I like REM.
Yeah. They're kind of sissy-ish. They're okay, but they're not better than...
Sweet Lucy was a dancer. Yeah.
Listen to that voice, though. It's got great range.
Rock. We're getting caught up in the song.
I know. I'm just.
We're supposed to be talking.
We should just play music.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. I had to turn it off because
we just would have listened to it.
Oh my God, that is a
I'm
great.
gonna get
song.
that on my iPod.
You know that one, Jimmy?
No.
How about Perfect Stranger?
Did you like it?
It was okay.
Give me a little Perfect Strangers.
I didn't like the chorus so much. It was a little sing-songy, but the tempo was nice.
Listen how Perfect Strangers builds. Hold on.
You spelled perfect with a K.
Huh?
No, they're not. That's why I said REM's the first ballot. When you look at who's not in, that's what bothers me.
Yeah, rock.
They knew how to come up with a riff.
Remember my name.
Rock.
All right.
It's all right.
In seventh place, artists that should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame but are not. This band should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. The Cars.
The Cars, yeah,
Had a
definitely.
million hits.
Very influential when mainstream punk started making its way around the country.
What are some of their songs? I always hated them. Who's gonna take me home?
It's just really indicative of the Cars, that song.
How about a little...
Let's go.
Substitution, Mass Confusion.
I like the other one.
Bye Bye Love.
Anything. I don't know
the other
stuff.
one. There's
What? No, you're going...
Candio. I need you so.
How about...
Let the good times roll.
What about the one from Fast Times? I'm drawing a blank.
Oh, yeah.
All right, thank
Moving in stereo.
Life's the same. Moving in stereo.
Can you play one?
How about it? No, it's a great car song that never got airplay. Was It's All Mixed Up.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
He's looking for you.
Yeah, you got to turn my board on.
Which one you're going to play? Oh, yeah, of course. Moving in stereo.
Yeah, everyone knows this.
Is this the one he had sex with Jennifer Jason Leigh, too?
Well, Phoebe Cates was coming out of the pool in this one.
Yeah, there was no sex.
Hi, Brad.
He was taking care of himself.
You know I've always wanted you. And Brad's in the bathroom just cranking with his pirate hat on.
Yeah, the Cars should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
They were very influential. Known as kind of like a punk band, which is ridiculous if you think about it.
It was early on, like new wave pop. I would say
pop.
new wave pop.
By the way, can I tell you what I just got video of, even though I'm not in it, but you can hear me? Is Sabbath's induction. When I'm asking questions, I have to bring it in because my voice is very low.
Yeah.
But you can just hear how I go from one question to the next relatively quickly.
Oh, no.
We'd have to have the guys raise my volume a lot so you could hear it, because Ozzy and those guys are talking into a microphone. But
yeah, bring it in. We'll figure it out.
What about the dress?
No, but I mean, like, I go on to I ask follow-up questions constantly. I'm a tool.
Follow-up questions.
Yeah.
You're a nervous little boy, that's all.
But everyone else's questions, they were like one-word answers, too. The other reports sucked.
You're meeting your heroes. Come on, cute little Jimmy.
Number 6. Should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but they're not. Journey. Why isn't Journey in the Rock and Roll Hall of
Journey
Fame?
should definitely be in, whether you like Journey or not. I mean,
how
they
are
were
they not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
gigantic.
Because it's a bunch of douches that run this thing.
Madonna, first ballot Hall of Fame inductee.
Well, she was
rock and roll. She's not rock and roll.
Well,
she's pop.
Well, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, it's a dumb name. They're just talking about music in general.
Well, they should call it that.
Yeah.
Old helium voice.
How about a little loving, touching, squeezing?
Yeah.
Loving, touching, squeezing.
They deserve to be in Journey.
Huge songs, huge hits.
How about When the Lights Go Down in the
Huge
City?
album sales.
Yeah.
Radio airplay was giant. I mean, yeah, why the hell aren't they? They don't give reasons?
They give reasons why they should be, but I think the reasons are pretty obvious for everybody. They were part of that 1970s corporate rock.
Oh, is that it?
That rock critics hate so much.
Man, they're selling out arenas, man.
We don't acknowledge corporate rock.
No, we want them to play like crap holes like CBGBs to be cool. Then we'll vote them in.
Rock critics suck. They suck.
Journey's Greatest Hits album sold 15 million copies alone.
Jiminy Cricket.
Oh my God.
It's a lot of records.
God, they suck, rock critics.
They really do. They're lumping them in the same corporate rock category as Foreigner, Foghat, Styx, and Boston.
But REM is first ballad, I guess. Everybody hurts. Do they?
Yeah, they do, Jimmy.
Apparently your friends do when they sit down. Mary.
Well.
Should we do the rest of the list, or
Yeah.
should we just blow it off?
I'll do
Is this going anywhere?
I'm curious.
Yeah.
Bi-curious.
We were all thinking it. You beat us all to it. In fifth place, bands, artists, whatever, that should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. We got Alice Cooper. No.
Well,
no.
What did he do? $1 Million Baby?
He did have a few hits. Even
No
in the
More
80s,
Miss Nice
he had
Guy, a
couple.
Little School's Out,
Yeah.
and maybe 18.
18, definitely.
But that's
that was
about
a
it.
biggie.
That
And then
was
he had
it.
a couple of hits in the 80s.
That was it.
Was he influential, though, on the rock scene? I mean, he was, right?
Yeah,
Oh.
he kind of brought that big, weird stage show thing to...
Well, Zombie and Marilyn Manson.
Yeah,
were
definitely influenced
by,
them.
Alice Cooper.
He had those hits in the 80s. What stupid songs are those? Huh?
What? He didn't have hits in the 80s.
He had
Yeah,
a
he
song
did.
called Only Women Bleed, but I think that might have been very early 80s.
Yeah.
And it was kind of a soft
He
song.
did have a couple of hits, though, in the 80s. That used to get radio play and everything.
But how about a Lifetime Achievement Award for the guy?
Huh?
He's got a Lifetime Achievement status because he's had a forever career just because the anthems he wrote.
Oh, Poison. That was the song, Poison. Remember that?
No, no one does.
Play it. You'll recognize it.
No.
Remember this? Fuck.
I don't remember.
Long enough intro? We get it.
All right.
Your cruel
This is terrible.
Your blood like ice.
This used to actually get play, though.
I don't remember that one, Ann. I'm
Well,
sorry.
the chorus is the, but...
Fourth place, you got Stevie Ray, Badass. Stevie Ray Vaughan. Should he be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
I don't know. Okay. Stuntbrain says yes.
Not my cup of tea.
What? Couldn't stand the weather?
No, I'm not my cup of tea. I don't like that
Give me a little Couldn't Stand the
repetitious,
Weather.
bluesy crap.
Well, which one were you going to play?
Annoys me.
No! Give me a little Couldn't Stand the Weather.
I hate the blues. Repetitious
Although rock
crapola.
and roll does come from the blues.
Yeah, they took it and made it better. They made it what it was supposed to be. Just
Good
repetition.
blues is good, though. You don't like
No,
Lead
it's
Belly?
not. Hate Lead Belly.
You don't.
You're just jamming forever.
Stevie Ray knew his way around a guitar, that's for sure. His career was cut short, obviously. A little helicopter accident took him out.
You're kidding. How did it happen?
He was amazing.
Leave alone.
Number 3, we're going to get this list done. I was going to do a little cliffhanger, but it's obvious no one gives a crap in the end here. Third place, you got Neil Diamond.
Agree. Absolutely
Neil should be in.
For what reason? Because he had a bunch of hits?
He did have a bunch of hits.
Dude, Elvis was covering his.
I don't think that's rock and roll.
Did Elvis really cover Neil Diamond's
Yes, he got Sweet Caroline. He loves it's a beautiful song, a new song by a guy named Neil Diamond. Yeah.
Oh, about Neil Diamond.
Yeah, he says that, and he does cover it.
Sweet Caroline.
He's rock and roll, American, Forever in Blue Jeans.
They coming to America.
Rock and roll.
Where did it begin?
Light rock.
I can't begin to knowing.
Who doesn't like Neil Diamond? Okay, rules.
Going
No, you do. Come on,
And give me some Neil Diamond.
Girl, you'll be a woman soon.
Cherry.
Yeah, he's great.
I don't like Cherry. Yeah, Girl, you'll be a woman soon. That's a good one.
He kicks ass. It's just these fruity rock critics probably need to feel rebellious, and he reminds them too much of something mom and dad like.
Who's seeing him in 2 weeks? E-Rock?
Oh.
E-Slob is going to see Neil Diamond in 2 weeks.
Madison Square Garden.
Sold out, right?
Sold out, huh?
Yeah, he's doing a bunch of nights.
Of course it is.
Oh, how many thousand people all going? Sweet guy. Can we end?
Yes, she does. She got the way to groove. You know.
I want to.
Who knows this one?
I want to hear Laughing Elvis before we leave today. It just hit me. All right, let's get this list done because we got to get out of here. We got a conference call to pipe into. Second place.
Yes.
Should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
But in
Ozzy.
Agreed. He should be in as a solo artist. I mean, he's had enough great songs, and he's massively successful. I'm not even shooting for the home team on that one. He really should be in.
Yeah, he had a lot of hits. Blizzard of Oz, I mean.
Yeah.
That album alone, right, Jimmy?
Yeah, and he stayed relevant since 1980.
Yeah. Except for the poofy hair.
Yeah, he went through his Bette Midler phase and around Shot in the Dark, you know?
No more tears.
But he didn't have a tremendous amount of massive, commercial quote-unquote successes, like top 10 hit songs, except Shot in the Dark and a few other ones.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I agree.
That's true.
Ozzy should be in.
He was in heavy rotation on MTV when they first kicked over.
Yeah, but there were 3 Sabbath songs mostly. Children of the Grave, Iron Man, Paranoid.
Yep. Paranoid, they would play all the time.
That California concert with no shirt.
You just see him walking back and forth, pacing on stage.
He's all cute.
That's hysterical, cute.
That was after Randy died. That was Brad Gillis on guitar, who I never liked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember that video.
The number one band that should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but it's Kajagoogoo.
Yeah, Too Shy, Hush Hush, IUI is probably some of the most influential music you'll ever hear while getting gang raped in prison.
Yep.
Mm.
So there you go.
Yeah, Too Shy. I thought it would have been Wang Chung.
You don't get
with
number
Wang
one.
Chung tonight.
Today you don't get number one.
I'll tell you who should be in, who isn't. Motorhead should be in the Rock and Roll Hall.
Yeah.
Motorhead. Absolutely.
Lemmy and
They're a great band.
crew.
They're great musicians. They've been kicking ass since the mid-'70s. They're great.
There's a band that should absolutely be in. I can't remember the name of the band, but one of the songs. It's like, "Get out of my way." Who does that? Oh, right, Foundry. The song Pent. I love how it's always queued up and ready to go. My way. Back the other way.
I can picture him with sunglasses, being fat, singing Up.
Yes.
Like, get out of my way, moving his big fat head back and forth.
Holy Jesus.
With his dumb goatee.
People on instant feedback or on Pal Talk, finally some good music. Foundry. Yes. We were very popular, but our videos didn't go over well because my logo took up half the screen. I even screwed over myself. Get out of my way. That's talking to the Foundry logo. Get out of my way. I can't see the video.
I think we need to acknowledge that, yes, probably should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Really?
I think so.
Yes. What about Kansas? What about Huey Lewis and the News?
Maybe
Are they in?
I don't know. Maybe.
Is Huey in? Huey's got to be in.
Stinks.
You don't like Huey?
No one likes Huey.
I love Huey.
Step by step. He's terrible.
Come on, here now.
Power of love.
This is a little song from a little motion picture called Back to the Future, my friend.
Terrible song.
It's the Power of Love. Come on. You hear this music, you know you're going for a trip. Power of love. It's a curious thing. Makes one man weep, make another man sing.
No, it doesn't.
Change your heart to a little white dove. It's more than a feeling. It's the power of love.
How does it change your heart to a little white dove?
Shut up. Huey knows.
A little bird that goes duty on the car that flies out of your chest. Huey sucks. I don't want my heart to be a little white dove. I want it to be a red beating thing. Huey's a douche. Huey Lewis and the douche. That's what they would call it. And the news.
Yes. Had quite a few hits, though.
Yes, he did.
Always on MTV. He was a biggie on MTV.
He was.
Hip to be square.
Oh, he's
This
awful.
is Huey Lewis. Hip to be square.
See, you're hip if you're square.
It's more a comment on Huey's outlook.
This is the good music to snap to and shake your head back and forth quickly. He puts too many words in the sentence.
Oh, no, it's great.
It's awful.
You want to do Laughing Elvis before we get out of here today?
Hey, Paul! The axe in the head. The hell's old tiny head doing on Maury?
What happened to her head?
Oh, no.
She's got a scrunched in little face.
All right, let's do Laughing Elvis. One of my favorite things. We haven't played this in a long time. Basically, we think the story goes Elvis was singing, and obviously he was singing, and somebody in the audience might have removed their toupee.
Yeah,
at a perfect time.
Mm-hmm.
And good old Elvis lost it and never really got back on track.
Started laughing, couldn't recover.
Right. This is.
His colon was probably blocked with a peanut butter sandwich. He's been doing Vicodin all day, pills. Big fatso, he laughed at anything. Fried banana and peanut butter sandwich. I'll have 40 of those, please. Then I'll lay down and try to sleep. God almighty. Uppers, downers, Benzies.
Here we go. Laughing Elvis.
Are you lonesome tonight? Do you miss me tonight? Are you sorry?
Steve from Bayshore.
We drifted.
Got a voice just like Elvis. He's dreamy, too.
And a body like him in 1977. Hopefully a final breath like him.
A summer day. Oh, when I kissed you and called you sweetheart.
So far, so good.
I do the chairs in your parlor seem empty and bare. Do you gaze at your bald head and wish you had hair? Is your heart filled with pain? Shall I come back? Tell me, dear, are you lost? Oh, Lord, Lord. I wonder. You know, someone said the world's a stage and each must play a part. Oh, God. Oh, man, I tell you.
Someone was showing him footage of Priscilla banging the black karate instructor.
Oh, jeez.
And I had no cause to die.
It really humanizes him when you hear that real laugh, you know? The backup singer's just going off, doesn't care.
Baby.
Sing, baby. Yeah, you can just go sing, baby.
Shall I come back again?
I think this is Audio Velo leaving XM for the last time. Look what I left you idiots.
Is your heart filled with pain? Shall I come back again? Tell me, dear, are you lonesome tonight?
That's great. That's fantastic.
All right, we got to go.
I'm lonesome.
He was a
Jimmy.
Elvis was very
Jimmy's
overrated.
lonesome tonight.
I'm lonesome.
All right, we got to go now.
Yes, we do.
Your mom's back.
No.
Nope.
No, I won't.
Bye.
I refuse.
Nope.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show. XM 202.